The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM in Accra, and in Kumasi we are on Love 99.5 FM with over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Clenham Radio, Bator, Gaskiara FM, Tichiman, and Radio Wa. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, shortage of petroleum products on the market looms as a strike by the Ghana National Petroleum Tanker Drivers Union enters its second day.
The likelihood of them running short of the product is there.
But the National Petroleum Authority is promising to expedite action to resolve the drivers' concerns. Also in this bulletin, we see death every day. The words of a 46-year-old end-stage kidney patient. Details in our dialysis crisis series, as some of them express fear they may not live long enough to witness government's promise to come to their aid.
And you ask yourself, am I the next person? You drink the water, it enters into your lungs. Then your breathing starts. When you're working, you'll be doing like...
In business, Ghana's debt restructuring deal with Eurobond holders expected to receive IMF's approval after initial setbacks following improved economic data. And later, labor unions demand meeting with President Akufo-Addo to discuss SSNIT's move to sell 60% of its shares in 4 hotels to Minister of Agriculture Brian Ichampon's Rock City Hotel.
It's just like the traffic light. So there must be a meeting to look at the issue. This table has gone back and forth.
I am Hannah Odame with the details. Now, this is Joy News, independent, fearless, and credible journalism. Let's start off, and the National Petroleum Authority says some fuel stations could face possible shortages due to the strike by tanker drivers across the country. Members of the Ghana National Petroleum Tanker Drivers Union have declared an indefinite strike, demanding the approval of a policy framework to enhance their salaries. Reacting to the likely impact of the industrial action, Communications Manager for MPA, Mohammed Abdul Kudus, said the industrial action is likely to impact some oil marketing companies that need to restock their supplies.
Most of these stations place order based on the expected time that the product that they have could run out. And by the schedule, there were tankers built to pick up the product to send to some location. So obviously, given their expectation, if the load was not done today, the likelihood of them running short of the product is there.
However, Mr. Kudos has assured that the MPA is committed to expediting action to address the concerns of the drivers.
Hopefully, we should be getting the resolution to this particular issue as quick as possible.
And you heard the Communications Manager for MPA, Mohammed Abdul Kudus. Let's move on, and we see death every day. The words of 46-year-old end-stage kidney failure patient Gifty Labi. Her condition has prevented her from passing urine for the past 11 years, relying on dialysis treatment to remove waste from her body. However, getting money for the twice-in-a-week session continues to be a challenge for her and many others. In our dialysis crisis series today, Maxwell Agbaba shares their story.
A press conference by the Renal Patients Association of Ghana is underway. Midway, a woman in her 50s breaks down in tears, pleading for government intervention to reduce the soaring cost of dialysis treatment. Despite her impassioned plea, little has changed since then. This was sometime last year, and the cost of dialysis has only continued to rise. Her tears echo the daily struggles of those battling kidney failure.
I've never passed urine since 11 years now. Yeah, because you eat, you drink. Because the kidney is spoiled.
Meet Gifty Labi, a 46-year-old woman grappling with the harsh reality of kidney failure. Unable to afford dialysis treatment twice a week, she and many others are forced to make unimaginable sacrifices.
I'm not working. I don't do anything. It's my brothers who helped. And then he told me all his life savings is gone because of this sickness. Yes. He's taking care of my mom, taking care of me, taking care of his children. So imagine, I'm suffering, but what can I do? I have no option.
Maxwell Agbagba brought us that report. The labor unions, led by the TUC, are demanding a meeting with President Akufo-Addo to discuss the attempt by SSNIT to sell 60% of its interest in 4 hotels to Minister for Agriculture, Brian Echampo's Rock City Hotel. The trust fund said Rock City submitted the best and strongest financial proposal out of 6 shortlisted entities. The minister and SSNIT have subsequently denied any wrongdoing in the process leading up to the shortlisting of Rock City Hotel. But the labor unions remain skeptical about the deal and are now demanding a meeting with the president. Na Ayele Adefio, a spokesperson for the Trade Union Congress.
And their stand is they want a hearing by the President of the Republic of Ghana. Because I think so many
Sorry, when you say you want a hearing, as in a commission of inquiry?
They want a meeting.
A meeting.
When you look at NIT, you look at government, you look at labor, you look at employers, So it's just like the traffic light. So there must be a meeting to look at the issue. This table has gone back and forth.
So Chairman of the Privileges Committee in Parliament, Joe Osewusu, who says the controversy has been overly stretched, believes it is acceptable for anyone to purchase the shares as long as the state is not being cheated.
One, this is not a question to buy it. From what I've read, if that is true, the SSNIT offered to sell and they advertised. So what question left to be answered is there value for money? Because I'm in public office and because notwithstanding that I am in this business, if there's an opportunity to sell a state asset that plays within the same business, I can't offer a legitimate and appropriate fee to acquire it.
You heard that Joe Osewusu, he's chairman of the Privileges Committee in Parliament. The Public Interest Accountability Committee, PIAC, is raising concern about the over-concentration of annual budget funding amounts spending on government's flagship program, Agenda 111, to the detriment of its industrialization priority areas. The government has so far disbursed 1.7 billion cedis to the Agenda 111 project, with almost 800 million allocated to support the policy last year. Well, chairperson of PIAC, Professor Elizabeth Adefio Shandov, told journalists the allocation to industrialization has reduced significantly.
These 4 priority areas selected by the Ministry of Finance comprise agriculture and fisheries, physical infrastructure and service delivery in education and health. The third is road, rail and other critical infrastructure, and the 4th is industrialization. The ABFA, as I said, is distributed according to priority areas and also to the Public Interest and Accountability Committee.
The Electoral Commission says it has changed the team charged with generating and publishing infographics of data in the ongoing limited registration exercise to stop churning out erroneous figures. Addressing a press conference on Tuesday, Deputy Commissioner in charge of operations Samuel Tete says rigorous mechanisms have been put in place to prevent future occurrences.
The Commission apologizes for the error. The Commission has since made changes to the team charged with the responsibility of preparing the infographics. Additionally, we have put in place more rigorous methods in the preparation of the infographics to ensure that what is churned to the public is accurate.
You heard the Deputy Commissioner in charge of operations at the Electoral Commission, Samuel Tete, ending the news at 6 with me, Hannah Odami. But you find all these stories and more when you log on to myjoyonline.com. Thank you for your company. The Super Morning Show continues.
You know, Papa, see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa! Papa! Oh, Bobo, so how your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Cause and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that? Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panzapa. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation movement World Cup like that? Sorry. Chairman. Hey, Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
They say a butterfly flapping its wings in Accra can cause a tsunami in Bangkok. So what if your factory in Nsawam could shake up the stock market in Hong Kong? What if your business in Elmina could affect fish production in Norway? What if your refinery in Tema could affect the price of petrol in Moscow? Well, now it can because you have access. Access to the bank with the largest number of customers in Africa. Access to our global branch network.
Bonjour. Good morning.
Our robust asset base and an unparalleled digital infrastructure. So go ahead and flap your wings wherever you are, because with us you have access to an entire world of possibilities. Access more than banking.
No matter your water needs, Syntex has it all. Syntex tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Syntex tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Syntex tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project, or demand, choose Syntex tank. Syntex tank, stress-free. Syntex tank, reliable. Syntex tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, a strong, a tough.
You worked hard for your money, and DSTV gives you a whole lot more for a lot less than you think. Ooh. Instead of one takeout dinner, how about treating the family to a whole month of the best entertainment with DSTV? From thrilling sports, blockbusters, captivating series, to entertaining kids shows, we have it all.
Totally awesome!
And with DSTV Stream, you can watch on the go.
I'm here!
Plus, you can choose a package to suit your pocket. There's a whole lot more to enjoy for a lot less than you think with DSTV.
Ebusiafo, welcome. I want to greet Uncle James in Germany. Since I was a child, you have promised me a trip abroad, sir. To date, my passport is still a virgin po. And then to you, baby, for that bombastic broken heart. Hey! I want you to know that latest by June, dear, I would have won big in the Ideal Yonkopa promo.
Win up to 600,000 Ghana cedis in cash. Another amazing prizes up for grabs with Ideal Yonkopa promo. Just peel, text, and you could win big. This advert is FDA approved.
Hello, Auntie Araba. Hey, Bugger, how are you doing today? I want to buy Pepsodent Cavity Fighter, but I don't have enough money. So what are you going to do? Can you give me the big size? You know, as for me, I'll pay the balance later.
Today, no credit. I haven't sold much this morning. If you don't have enough money for the big size, why don't you try the 120 gram pack?
There's a 120 gram pack? Introducing the new Pepsodent Cavity Fighter in 120 gram pack size. More affordable and convenient. Get yours today from any supermarket near you. Every smile matters. This advert is FDA approved.
Hello?
Yo, bro! SG Ghana has done it again. Low interest rates on loans this year too. Yeah, this subium.
Charlie, I did throw inside. Let me call you back.
Call SG Ghana rather. Collect loan and buy car, my guy. Low, very low interest rates on loans this year too.
It's difficult to keep good news to yourself, especially when it can transform your life and those close to you. SG Ghana went low on interest rates last year, and this year we are even lower. Yes, Yatisubium. Get the money you need to turn your dreams into a reality. Visit any SG Ghana branch near you and speak to our dedicated staff about the amazing Yatisubium loans today. You can also call 0302-214-314 for more details.
Ojo, it's 3 a.m. What now?
Yatisubium. Okay, bye. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Bavu.
Hey, morning, Kojo.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. You?
I'm all right.
Great stuff.
So, SSNIT, are they sure that the best business decision right now is to sell these hotels? Like, are they sure?
You're asking if they're sure right now?
Like the decision they've made to sell these, these hotels, 60% stake in them. Like, is that the best way to raise money? If money is what they need,
well, some people thought it was the best way.
Yeah, why though? I mean, of all the options, they could have floated shares, right? So that, instead of actually selling or divesting themselves of their interest, they could have raised capital by floating shares.
It'll be interesting to find out what went into the decision, though. Yeah,
that's only one option, by the way. There are many others.
Many others to explore.
Yeah. Today we'll talk about
the conversation between Brian and a black guy.
Did you catch that yesterday? Fascinating stuff. I mean, just listen to this.
I am a non-executive director of Rock City, but if you are registering at Registrar General, they don't give you this qualification, register as you just have to bring 2 directors. And so definitely I am one of the directors. But in terms of the functional role of the management of Rock City, I am not a part of it. I am a non-executive director. I don't take any salary. I don't take any emolument.
Interesting revelation, if you want to call it that.
Interesting explanation.
Well,
right. Yeah. Well, hopefully today we'll have them back, because yesterday they were talking to each other. It's about time they talked to us, the audience, right, and explained things to us, right. I mean, that's important because we have questions too. And we're hoping that they will let us into the conversation this time around. We're not hoping. They must let us into the conversation as well. I mean, they're working in our name, as people of Ghana. So we need them to explain some things to us as well. Yeah. So hopefully today we'll get that done. Right, the 6 a.m. news was brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And, of course, it's time now for the Joy Business Report. Now, that comes thanks to Omni Basic Bank at your service.
And thanks for joining us, everyone. Coming up this morning, petroleum tanker drivers promise to call off indefinite strike as soon as authorities initiate steps to deal with their concerns of poor working conditions. Also coming up, Ghana's debt restructuring deal with Eurobond holders expected to receive IMF's approval after initial setbacks following improved economic data. Plus, cedi depreciation and high inflation levels set to dominate discussions as Monetary Policy Committee of the Bank of Ghana begins meeting to review the economy. Stay with us for details. Welcome once again to the Joy Business Report. Hello to our friends listening from Koforidon KT Radio. Petroleum tanker drivers have promised to call off their strike as soon as authorities move to deal with their concerns. The drivers have embarked on an indefinite industrial action over poor working conditions. The move, if not dealt with immediately, could result in shortage of petroleum products at the pumps in the coming days. George Nyanu is chairman of the National Petroleum Tanker Drivers Union.
We are not here to sabotage anybody. That's why I said the sitting president currently even give go ahead to authorities concerned to take care and address our issue. I don't know why some people try to at least sit down. During 2019, 2020, during COVID-19, tanker drivers, were tagged as essential drivers in the country to work. After COVID-19, we were told a national cake had been shared by the president among us, and find out today as I speak to you, where is the share of tanker drivers?
That was chairman of the National Petroleum Tanker Drivers Union, George Nyonu. Meanwhile, the National Petroleum Authority is assuring to move fast to deal with concerns of drivers to avert fuel shortage on the market. Mohammed Kudus speaks for the authority.
The National Petroleum Authority, obviously led by a very conservative executive, would be doing something about that. If anybody would want to suggest that we do not care about the welfare of the drivers, that absolutely would be far-fetched and not a reflection of the facts to this particular matter. And like I alluded to earlier on, this chief executive has actually had numerous engagement with the drivers, listening to their plights, and that led to the formation of the committee to attempt to bring a closure.
Mohammed Kudus speaks for the National Petroleum Authority. Now, stakeholders and investors in the exploration of oil have advised African countries to pursue production processes that do not use gas flaring. Speaking at day one of the African Petroleum Producers Organization Roundtable on gas flaring and fugitive methane emissions, Chief Executive of the Petroleum Commission, Egbe Febo Jr., said attracting investors into the energy sector is now linked to environmentally friendly practices.
Policy interventions and the effects of activities of the oil companies on the environmental, social, and economic prospects of our respective countries ought to be on the front burner. Gas flaring and methane emissions are two important concerns that must be addressed by the petroleum industry in Africa if the continent will meet its climate targets and continue to attract investments to its petroleum industry in a sustainable manner. It is important that as APO member countries, we are aware of this important challenge, engage one another, and exchange ideas on policy measures, state-of-art technologies, and investments needed for minimizing gas flaring and methane emissions in the operations of the industry.
Chief Executive of the Petroleum Commission, Egbe Febo Jr. Energy analyst Kwame Jantua is making a case for the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation to empower local oil exploration firms to prospect for crude oil onshore along the various basins of the country. This call follows reports of dwindling oil production in the offshore basins. He believes that the inability of the corporation to involve indigenous firms in the various exploration processes will cause the country to lose out in the near future.
Most importantly is how do you get local companies to be part and parcel of onshore? And you know, GMPC, when we decided that GMPC should become an IOC, like all the other IOCs that had come in, the Talos and the Cosmoses. So we wanted to pump money into GMPC for them to be able to build capacity. Because after all, before we discovered oil, Ghana had good petroleum engineers who even helped when we now discovered.
Kwame Jantua is an energy analyst. Just an update on the commodity market this morning. Crude oil selling at $82 a barrel. Gold lost $7 trading this morning at $2,413 an ounce. Cocoa increased by $178, open trading at $7,394 a ton. Now, Ghana's debt restructuring deal for Eurobond holders is now expected to receive the IMF's approval. Bloomberg is reporting that this is based on improved data on the economy. George Affe has details.
The IMF last month rejected the terms that government proposed to restructure the about $13 billion debt of the Eurobond holders. This was due to the fact that the current state of the economy and the projected growth would not help bring Ghana's debts to sustainable levels by 2028. But the Bloomberg News is reporting that based on the debt sustainability analysis which the IMF will release soon, the economy is not performing better than earlier projected. The development will also pave the way for the IMF to accept the terms that Ghana had earlier proposed but was rejected. It could also strengthen Ghana's case when it comes to the IMF staff going to its board next month to seek approval of some $360 million to support Ghana's economy. But when Joy Business contacted the finance minister, Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam, he had no comment on this development, but was quick to add that government and the Eurobond holders are committed to fast-tracking the process for a deal to be reached soon in line with the IMF parameters.
George, you are filled with that report. Now, German Development Bank, operating in Ghana through KfW, has expressed its commitment to work closely with Development Bank Ghana to deal with challenges facing the economy. This support will be directed at stabilization and modernization of the Ghanaian financial ecosystem. Speaking to Joy Business, KfW Country Director Ant Weerheim said they are poised to support the right framework for the economy.
We expect that by setting the right incentives for innovation, more SMEs can be financially supported. Enablers or facilitators such as KfW and DBG need to support the right framework conditions so that the market can develop the most efficient and effective solutions for the Ghanaian economy. Those solutions don't have to be the same as elsewhere, but must respond to the needs here while increase exchange with other countries in Africa and the world.
KfW Country Director Ant Weerheim there. Now, should fresh measures be introduced to check cities' depreciation and high inflation levels? Well, these are some of the issues that will dominate meetings as the Monetary Policy Committee of the Bank of Ghana begins to deliberate over the economy today. Here's more in this report.
For some, the work of the Monetary Policy Committee is cut out for them when they begin meeting later this morning. That is what additional monetary measures should introduce if they intend to deal with the current pressure on the Ghana cedi. Is the current pressure a monetary issue? And how should the Bank of Ghana move to deal with the activities of speculators? Can an increase in the policy rate, which currently stands at 29%, be an option to deal with the current situation and help bring inflation rates down further? The meeting is expected to end this Friday with the announcement of a new policy rate on Monday. The rate is expected to impact the cost of credit in the country for the next 2 months. The Monetary Policy Committee will also give us an update on the state of the banking sector and Ghana's total debt stock.
That was a Business Desk report. You're listening to the Joy Business Report. In other news, global media agency Kara has pledged its commitment to deliver cutting-edge solutions brands in looking for exceptional media and digital communication solutions. Now, having worked with global brands such as Coca-Cola, Microsoft, MasterCard, and more, Kara hopes to redefine media campaigns to suit the customers. Now, Bethia Okwasante is General Manager for Kara Ghana and has been speaking to Joy Business at a short ceremony to mark the rebranding of Kara Global.
As the first media agency in the world, we are promising enhanced and better services. Of course, dialing up our capabilities, our special talents that we don't joke about, new capabilities to help clients solve problems within this complex world of consumers and connectivity. Into the future, we'll maintain the momentum, more innovation within the network because it is a global network, but we are able to localize our services to suit the cultural nuances of our market.
Bethia Okwasante is General Manager for Kara Ghana. Now, on the surface, it doesn't look like anything extraordinary, but Pearl Amankwa-Mpofu has found a lucrative venture of selling mashed kinky or ice kinky on a large scale. She calls it the kinky smoothie and has got corporate institutions hooked. Everything kinky food and smoothie is our feature today on the Joy Business Van.
Hi Joy Business Van, my name is Pearl Amankwa-Mpofu and I'm the CEO of Everything Kinky Food and Smoothie. There was one time I was on campus, on Legon campus, and I fell for ice kinky, my roommate and I. So I entered the kitchen one time and I had the idea to mix banana or fruits with ice kinky. So I tried it and I added milk and it went so well and my roommates were enjoying it. Then I had the idea that I could do this and use it as a business because after school you don't even know what holds for you out there. I came up with banana yogurt, coconut flakes, chocolate, oats and Oreos. That's oats mixed with Oreo biscuits, soya and millets.
All right, so catch our feature on Everything Kinky Food and Smoothie this afternoon at 1 p.m. right after the Joy Business Report, 5 p.m. on Business Live on the Joy News channel. Before we go, a look at the currency market. The dollar going for 15 cedis, 15 pesos. That's on the retail market. That's what the Forex bureaus are offering this morning. The British pound going for 19 cedis, euro 16 cedis, 30 pesos. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Daryl Kwao. Thanks for listening. It's back to Kojo with more of the Super Morning Show. The dollar, though.
Right now, you say waiting. How much?
15 cities, 15 pesos. Wow.
Hey, I know you. But they insist that they are in control. They are doing a good job, right? These people managing the economy.
Are they?
Anyway. 1550.
1515.
1515. People have just over. I mean, what it means is that just over the past few days, people have lost money.
Mm-hmm.
People have lost tens of thousands of dollars. Importers have lost a fortune.
Well, we are hoping for an agreement with external creditors. Maybe that would ease the pressure a bit as we receive some $360 million from the IMF. And then much of this is also speculations going around, making people, sort of. Yeah. So.
But I mean, speculation has a very serious effect on the value of the city.
Mm-hmm.
So you think about it. We've got $350 million coming in. So any person who can do maths knows that money is not even enough to foot our bills of crude. So that money will come and disappear immediately.
Exactly.
So if I'm a speculator, am I going to speculate that the city is going to gain value, so I must give up my dollars? No.
Yeah.
That's not going to be my prediction.
Anyway, it's not looking good, so it's not good. So drastic measures.
Yeah. That thing is a problem. Anyway, God is in control.
Yes, He is.
Yes.
I believe.
Right. I mean, Kirk Franklin believes it. I'm sure that's what he was.
But you don't.
When he did. Well, I mean, we'll go with Kirk this morning.
Okay.
Yes. I'm sure he was certainly thinking about God's power to intervene when he wrote this one. My world needs you. Enjoy. Yeah. Well,
Right
never
now.
a truer word said. Yes. Right now, we need it. Look, I've been thinking about this CD and what it's doing. And I mean, the real leaps and bounds by which it is depreciating. 15.15 this morning.
15.15?
15.15, Mama V. 15.15. I mean, and we keep talking about how, in real terms, what this means is, I mean, just the minute somebody heard this, this second that I said 15.15 and somebody heard it, immediately that person has to accept that they've lost money. They've lost money. Someone has worked hard, a whole month of work, imported whatever, sold whatever. But right now, the value of the money in their hand has just been, I mean, a percentage of it has just been wiped off the surface of the earth, in spite of the hard work they put into earning it. So now if they have to go back and do the same business again, they need more cedis. Their profit has just been subsumed in the devaluation. 15.15 this morning.
Crazy.
Just this morning. And if you try to think of, okay, what is the hope on the horizon? What is it? IMF money, $350 million. How much are we even spending on crude every month?
But how much of that amount do we want to also waive? We're talking about the tax waivers as well.
Oh, thank you very much. So, and people are repatriating their money out of the country. So, in reality, that $350 million that's coming, Nankasano, what difference are we expecting it to actually make to the value of the cedi? What will actually happen? So speculators will look at this and say to themselves, well, I mean, I'd better store that dollar, which means the price will go up. I heard someone saying it on Joy, that really the exchange rate is just a price. It's a price, the price at which we buy the dollar. So as a commodity, it just makes sense for people to keep more of it. Because tomorrow does not look certain. So today is 15.15. God alone knows what it will be by Monday.
Have you been looking at the fuel prices as well? It's almost like the exchange rate.
So currency is a store of value. And once currency is a store of value, people would actually store, keep currencies that they believe has value. Now, yes, the speculators would always, get into this and make sure that they actually earn. There are even some persons who, do business with banks, and I say they do business with banks, for instance, because they go to banks and say, I need dollars. They take the dollars, turn around and sell it to the black market, and they make profit. I know somebody somebody was telling me the last time, I did this and I made, about 10,000 Ghana cedis profit in a day by just doing that. They put it back into the black market. Look, if we really, really, really want to know where the dollars in this country is, and the truth today is that part of the depreciation of the Ghana cedi is people believing that it is better to hold on to the US dollar, or it's better to have a dollar than to keep your money in cedis.
Yep.
And in keeping your money in keeping dollars, they're not actually putting it in the formalized system. It's not in the bank where you can go for. A lot of people are keeping it, and so they add to the scarcity of the dollar, and by extension, its appreciation. We know.
If you can find so much in
Mama V,
one public officer's
room. I'm going to make a point. We know that there are banks today, bankers, who sometimes go to the black market to get dollars when they need dollars. We know where the dollars are. If we are prepared to deal with it, you can go to parts of Accra. You find somebody living in a single room, self-contained, with air conditioning at the back. In a ghetto, he has millions of dollars there.
Yeah.
And we know them. So for me, if we are prepared to deal with this, we will deal with it. But this is the other point. I'll end on this note. 20 years ago, we knew what we had to do to halt the depreciation of the Ghana cedi. 30 years ago, we knew. 40 years ago, we knew. 10 years ago, we knew. 7 years ago, we knew. Our only problem is that it's just been something we know and we keep in the books. We never implement them.
How do you deal with the person in that single room, air-conditioned room that you talk about, when really you can't deal with the one person who was in government that you found so much with? How do you justify that? You go after that person, but not this one?
Let's just make sure that whoever we send to deal with him is not the OSP.
Let's actually get on to the Drive Safe campaign, brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group, and supported by Toyota Superior Quality. So our tip today says part of being a defensive driver is driving at a safe speed. Defensive driving means always being aware of the current speed limit and following these laws. And talking about a safe speed, it is very, very important. And always leave a bit of distance between the vehicle in front of you and your vehicle.
All right, let's learn how to say it right now. It's brought to us by Kingdom Books, and at Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. Also, Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
I've got another one. Another pair of words that sound familiar but have different meanings. Moral and morale. Those two words get confused in writing as well as in speech, even though their meanings are in no way related. So let me help out. Moral, M-O-R-A-L. Moral is an adjective that describes a person, place, or thing concerned with the principle of right and wrong. It can also be a noun referring to the lesson that is derived from a story. But morale, M-O-R-A-L-E, morale, refers to the confidence felt by a person or group, especially during times of adversity. As you can see, the meanings are totally unrelated. And that's the moral of our story. Morale day. All right, let's find out what's in the newspapers. The review is brought to us by Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough, and Access Bank. Access Bank, more than banking. Right, who's starting off?
Now, the daily guide for today says Kumasi Dortmund sign sister city pact.
Sorry, we have a Kumasi Dortmund?
Kumasi and Dortmund.
Ah.
You're not paying attention.
I heard Kumasi Dortmund.
Kumasi Dortmund. So you see, you're not paying attention. There was a pause in there. This is not Gomua Dortmund. The man who is sitting is Gomua Switzerland and everything. Majority fires minority over recruitment claims. And the big one here says Baumia opens Kayaye Hostel. And that's the Kayaye Empowerment Training Center.
That's a good one.
Something that has been, trending since yesterday. The fact that the Vice President, Dr. Baumia, yesterday outlawed a program that seeks to give employable skills to the growing number of head porters, also known as Kayaye, in the country, dubbed the Kayaye Empowerment Program. It is intended to equip the head porters with skills in soap making, bead making, baking, makeup, and others. And the government has therefore constructed two Kayaye Empowerment Centers at Medina and Ashaiman, all in Accra, where beneficiaries will be given 3 weeks intensive training with 1,000 Ghana cedis stipend for the period of the training. And we're told that it fulfills a promise made by Dr. Baumia on behalf of government in 2019 to head porters during a visit to their base in Agbogboloshi. So there you have it. That's it for the daily guide for today.
All right, let's get into the new final newspaper. NHIA to issue Ghana cards to 6.3 million children. The big one for me, though, is the fact that interests has hit 30 to 47% on loans for businesses. And this is according to a Bank of Ghana report. A bit of the details. It says the latest report on annualized percentage rates for bank loans in February 2024 reveals that borrowing costs remain significantly high, particularly impacting the industry sector. And the report, which provides indicative rates for for loans with 1, 3, and 5-year tenors shows that industries are the hardest hit, with APRs not dipping below 30%. And the persistently high borrowing cost, especially for the industry sector, underscore significant financial challenges. We just talked about the exchange rate, and now we're talking about interests going as high between 30 to 47%. And the fact that industries are the highest hit, that's extremely worrying, because what they create the jobs, they create employment, and if they are being hit by this, then we know the implications.
Before you go on, and you see, it's actually the reason that you'd have businesses consistently. You have inflation going up sometimes. This is the point. If I am a business, okay, and I have to pay this, now in pricing my goods and services, I would factor the loans that I have to pay.
Of course.
If I factor the loans that I have to pay, I would also factor the environment within which I operate, other things. And I also would factor the profit that I need in order to be sustainable. So if I'm factoring all of these things in pricing, the challenge is that you may have to pay more. And the reason we consistently say that you need to reduce lending rates, because if you reduce lending rates, it actually translates into businesses being able to expand. Now, if they expand, apart from the fact that businesses, when they expand, may want to diversify and they may need new hands by way of employment, they also would make profits and pay, okay, more taxes to the states. But if businesses actually shrinking, they are contracting because they have to pay more for the loans that they use to expand their businesses. How do these businesses grow? It gets to the point in time where it is better to actually sell off your business, take your money, and go and actually go and if these days, if you want to engage in some risk, go and buy government treasury bills, not bonds. Treasury bills, even that one.
Engage in some risk.
Yes, engage in some risk, because we are not too sure what would happen. I mean, at the time we all felt that bonds were the way to go until the debt exchange. But what you do is that you go and do that, or you probably may want to invest in something else that may not be so risky, that you may not need loans and what have you. That for me is the challenge, and something would have to be done. But see, I am constantly unhappy that government says I have the National Entrepreneurial and Innovation Program, NIP, that gives money to people. That we have MASLOC, that gives money to people. I say, take all of these money, give it to a bank, and say, do due diligence and support businesses and give them loans at a reduced interest rate. Because it would shock you. Why haven't we seen people, recently a former CEO of Maslog was convicted for embezzling funds, companies' funds. Then government says, I set up a venture capital fund. We saw what happened in the with one of the former CEOs. My point is that we can do a lot of things better, but we set up schemes that are meant for cronies and political allies when the schemes are supposed to be used for the development of this country.
I mean, we know why government will never take your suggestion, because they are not interested in solving the problem. They are interested in buying votes. That's all it is. Vote buying.
Well, it's not getting any better, because the Ghana Chamber of Telecommunications is also warning against overburdening telecom operators with taxes, saying it could cripple growth of the sector. So the Chief Executive Officer of the Chamber, Dr. Kenneth Ashigbe, said the technology industry must be seen as a driver of development rather than just a source of revenue. He said the telecoms sector is currently one of the most heavily taxed industries in the country, with close to 50% of income going into taxes and other regulatory requirements. Well, I don't want to sound too negative this morning, but also oil production has dropped by 23 million barrels in 4 years.
Well, the daily graphic for this morning, Kai Empowerment Program launched, 5,000 female headquarters targeted, 2 hostel facilities inaugurated, waived taxes on public health commodities, medicines, according to NACP. I'll tell you a bit about that particular story where the NACP is asking for the waiver of taxes. So it says that the National AIDS STIs Control Program has called for exceptional tax waivers on all health commodities and medicines provided by development partners for public health intervention.
Are they included in the 42 companies?
That is said, upcoming was to enable the country to eliminate and achieve epidemic control for the conditions for which those medicines and commodities had been targeted. And it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, of course.
These are drugs that are needed. These are drugs that are sometimes very expensive for people to afford. And so you have partners actually supporting us. Now, if they support us and we, the country of benefit, decide to impose taxes on it, what are we communicating? Anyway,
so they are not part of this $400 million tax exemption that government is seeking.
It doesn't
to
look
get
like
Parliament's approval.
It doesn't look like. Invested petroleum funds appreciate to 1.24 billion, according to the PIAC report. And back page, Dr. Bawumia commissions integrated recycling compost plant in Wa. Let's go for the online review.
It's brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest, GOIL, Good Energy, India, and G&G Technical Services, celebrating 30 years of providing backup power in Ghana.
Well, the fact that life can be unpredictable should not make you uncertain about your future. Achieve peace of mind by securing your future with Zenith Bank's bank assurance plans, from educational plans that secure your child's future to life plans that protect your loved ones when you are no more, or farewell plans that secure you and your family against funeral expenses. Zenith Bank's bank assurance plans are guaranteed to give you absolute peace of mind. Protect your future with Zenith Bank Assurance. Sign up today at any Zenith Bank branch nationwide or visit zenithbank.com.gh for more information. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
And Good Energies hits the road with exciting choices to energize your vehicle. It is giving you more options to take you further. Watch this space for your choice. GOIL. Yeah, dear.
Guys, what do you think of this? TUC demands majority representation on SSNIT board to shoot down Brian Achampong and other deals.
We first of all would need to know how they voted. Yes. And we also need to know the Ghana Employers Association, their representatives. We also need to know the pensioners, their representatives, how they also voted on all of this.
I mean, to be fair, unions, labor, together form the majority.
Yes.
On that board. The president's appointees are actually not more than the labor and union representatives. So how did this happen?
And I think they should be looking also at the quality of people they put on the board. You may have more numbers, but if they are ineffective, it will just simply be what it is
who
today.
Who put them there?
Yeah.
Who selected them and put them there? Who? So I don't know who they want to blame or who they are trying to pass the buck on to. And now they want majority. Majority of what? So if you are putting the wrong people there, you want the opportunity to put more wrong people there?
Yeah. You can fight for that, but I think immediately you should be looking at the quality of the people you've put on that board and how effective they've been.
All right, I'm sure we can go for the BBC News then.
Let's do it. It comes thanks to Fidelity Bank, believe with us, and Old Mutual. 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Good energy hits the road with exciting choices to energize your ride, giving you more options to take you further. Watch this space for your choice.
Goil, yeah, yeah, yeah. What name brightens the streets, homes, and businesses of Ghana? What company has been providing world-class backup power to Ghanaians for 30 years?
G&J Technical Services.
Final answer?
Yes, G&J, final answer.
Correct.
G&J is celebrating 30 years of providing backup power in Ghana. As the largest supplier of world-class generators in the country, we have been the backbone of Ghana's alternative power industry by delivering the best sales, maintenance, and after-sales solutions the nation has ever seen. We've done it for 30 years, and we promise that the future will be even brighter. Reach us in Accra on 030-268-9178 or 9179 and 020-222-2204 all the way to 2220. And in Kumasi on 020-222-236 or 020-222-2220.
When the pain is too much, don't know what else to do. So rapping all, will take the pain away. Rapping all, Rapinol is what you need. Rapinol will relieve you of all aches and pain in your body. Rheumatic pain, menstrual pain, body pain, toothaches, and other feverish conditions. Rapinol is a quality product from Danex Itin Starwin PLC. If symptoms persist after 48 hours, consult a physician. Not suitable for children below 16 years old, asthmatic, and ulcer patients. This advert is FDA approved.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of the Zenith SME Business Card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302-680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
.com/witness history. Business Daily is in 30 minutes.
Today, as part of our series on Latin America, we're in Brazil, home to the biggest economy in the region. We're looking at its sophisticated agricultural sector, which has the potential to feed much of the world, but is threatened by climate change.
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Coming up after the news from the BBC World Service, it's Hard Talk with me, Stephen Sacker. Barely a month goes by without new data illustrating the scale of the climate emergency confronting us. Records are being consistently broken, be it in the warming seas or average global temperatures. At the same time, worldwide greenhouse gas emissions are still rising. My guest is Jim Skee, chair of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. A recent poll of international climate scientists pointed to growing despair. Are we humans bungling our chance to avert disaster?
We mustn't be complacent about the scale of the risks that we're actually facing for the planet in terms of human systems, in terms of natural systems. But we also need to remember it is within our grasp to avoid the worst effects of climate change if we can up our policy ambition.
That's Jim Skee on Hard Talk after the news.
Hello, I'm Roisin Hastie with the BBC News.
Norway will formally recognise Palestine as a state, with reports saying Spain and Ireland will soon make similar announcements. The Norwegian Prime Minister Jonas Gahr Støre said the move would help keep alive the only alternative to conflict in the Middle East: two states, Israel and Palestine, living side by side in peace and security. He said it would also strengthen moderate Palestinian forces who've been losing ground. James Langdale reports.
At the moment, only 9 European countries recognise Palestine as a state, many of which took the decision in 1988 while part of the Soviet bloc. So the decision by Norway to join their number, and reportedly Spain and Ireland too, is a rare and significant moment, reflected by the fact the announcements are being made by the country's leaders. The Norwegian Prime Minister, Jonas Gahr Støre, said he wanted to give the two-state solution renewed momentum and that he wished to send a strong message to other countries to follow this example. Britain, the United States and other countries have said they would recognise a Palestinian state only as part of a long-term peace settlement for the region. Israel's Foreign Minister Ian Katz said Ireland and Norway were sending a message to Hamas that terrorism pays, and ordered his ambassadors to both countries to return home.
Big crowds have filled the streets of Tehran for the funeral ceremony of the late President Ibrahim Raisi and 7 others who died in a helicopter crash on Sunday. Among those attending is the Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh, who said he'd come to represent the Palestinian people. Lise Doucette reports.
Today is a public holiday in Iran for the main events in 5 days of official mourning. The supreme leader, 85-year-old Ayatollah Khamenei, is leading prayers this morning over the 8 bodies. This public farewell is also deeply political, as Iran's ruling conservatives seek to project an image of unity and continuity. But scenes of celebration are also being posted on social media, prompting police cases and warnings against publishing lies and insults.
Opposition fighters in Myanmar have told the BBC they're confident of eventual victory in their war against the military government. A BBC correspondent spent a month with one insurgent faction, the KNDF, based in Karenni State. In one area, he saw them using a loudspeaker to urge soldiers in a besieged outpost to surrender.
Cease fire! Cease fire, please!
I do not wish to fight against you, because I think of you as my brothers. I'm fighting against the system. We have surrounded you. This is your last chance. All of your lives will be spared. I will not let you die.
World News from the BBC. A small town in the Midwestern US state of Iowa has been reduced to rubble by a tornado. A number of residents of Greenfield town have been killed. Dozens are injured. The centre of Greenfield is almost completely flattened. Trees have been stripped of their bark. Some have been uprooted. Power lines are down. The governor of Iowa, Kim Reynolds, has declared a disaster emergency for 15 counties. The media watchdog Reporters Without Borders says an independent Chinese journalist jailed for 4 years for her reporting on the first COVID outbreak in Wuhan has been released from prison. Zhang Jiang was due to have been freed early last week. The watchdog has shared a video showing Ms. Jiang thanking everyone for their concern. RSF says her freedom is extremely limited. A former lawyer, Ms. Jiang, had travelled to Wuhan to document the government's response to the outbreak in a series of widely shared online videos. The United States says Russia launched a satellite last week which it believes may be capable of attacking other satellites. A Pentagon spokesman, General Pat Ryder, described it as counter-space weapon and said it was the same low Earth orbit as a US government satellite.
Obviously, that's something that we'll continue to monitor. Certainly, we would say that we have a responsibility to be ready to protect and defend the space domain and ensure continuous and uninterrupted support to the Joint and Combined Force. And we'll continue to balance the need to protect our interests in space with our desire to preserve a stable and sustainable space environment.
The Nepali mountain guide, Kami Rita, has scaled Mount Everest for the 30th time, breaking his own world record for the number of ascents that he set just last week. The 54-year-old first stood on top of the world's highest mountain in 1994 and has guided clients to the summit nearly every year since then. That's the latest. BBC News.
I am Wahinere Gifty Auntie. You see, it always feels good when you receive that salary alert. I made a bold decision to invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan. And this means that I will get these alerts every month throughout retirement for the rest of my life. You too can retire on your own terms. Invest a lump sum in the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan today and receive a monthly income for the perfect retirement. Call Old Mutual on 050-453-4333 or visit www.oldmutual.com.gh to sign up today. Obrapa Ahotonkwa.
Old Mutual. Do great things every day.
There are some classy celebrations that call for whipping out your favorite China sets. Same goes for your luxury vehicle. Just any engine oil won't do. Premium understands premium best. The new Shell Helix Ultra 0W20 SP with carbon neutral properties is the one for your premium car. It's a fully synthetic motor oil designed using the Shell Pure Plus technology. Prevents dirt buildup with exceptional cleaning power, leaving your pistons cleaner than a whistle up to 50% more than the industry standard and gives you stronger, long-lasting engine performance. So, if you want your classic car to run smoothly like a Ferrari for years to come, use the Shell Helix Ultra 0W20 SP with carbon neutral properties. Shell Helix Ultra 0W20 SP, designed for ultimate engine performance.
Enimwa, pop quiz. Are you ready?
Hit me.
Can you give me 3 words that start with omni?
Oh, that's easy. Omnibus, omnipotent,
Omniwana.
omnibus. The bank with a really nice signboard.
Hey, Radzi. You mean Omnibisic. OMNIBSIC. Omnibisic. Let me hear you say it.
Omnibisic.
Perfect.
Is that an abbreviation?
Not entirely. And it's not just a bank with nice signboards either. Omnibisic Bank is Ghana's fastest growing bank with innovative banking products and headquarters in Atlantic Tower at Airport City, Accra, as well as 40 branches across the country. Omnibisic Bank has the final word on excellent customer service delivery in Ghana.
Plus, they have the coolest signboard.
Yes, they do. And the coolest name, Omnibisic.
At your service.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
I am a non-executive director of Rock City, but if you are registering at Registrar General, they don't give you this qualification, register as you just have to bring 2 directors, and so definitely I am one of the directors. But in terms of the functional role of the management of Rock City, I am not a part of it. I am a non-executive director. I don't take any salary. I don't take any emolument.
The Bank of Ghana introduced a number of measures in the short term to deal with it. And on the back of that, in fact, I think this morning the president was briefed that the $750 million that we were expecting, now all the paperwork has been concluded and should be hitting our accounts perhaps maybe today or tomorrow. That was a brief that the president was given this morning. So if I were you and I was holding on to dollar, I'll be selling it by now, because there's a lot more dollar coming in from the 750 and then also from the cocoa syndicated loan of about 1.3. That comes together to about $2 billion hitting the Ghanaian economy in the very, very, very short run.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
The Ghana cedi has obtained the dubious distinction of being the weakest performing currency in Africa at this point in time. Interestingly, the NDC Green Book claims exchange rate stability as one of their unprecedented achievements. In an open economy with market determination of prices, exchange rate movements are the most important indicator of underlying macroeconomic fundamentals. As the saying goes, when in doubt, observe the exchange rate. The lesson from history for governments is that you cannot manage the economy with propaganda. In fact, you can engage in all the propaganda you want, but if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you.
The Bank of Ghana introduced a number of measures in the short term to deal with it. And on the back of that, in fact, I think this morning the president was briefed that the $750 million that we were expecting, now all the paperwork has been concluded and should be hitting our accounts perhaps maybe today or tomorrow. That was a brief that the president was given this morning. So if I were you and I was holding on to dollar, I'll be selling it by now, because there's a lot more dollar coming in from the 750 and then also from the cocoa syndicated loan of about 1.3. That comes together to about $2 billion hitting the Ghanaian economy in the very, very, very short run.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will recall that I stated in 2014 that if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. That was true then, and it is true now. It is 100% correct. So if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. But it is warped logic to jump from that to a conclusion that if there is depreciation in your currency, then the fundamentals must be weak.
Joy, joy, joy FM. I love
The Social Security and National Insurance Trust, which is a statutory public trust charged under the National Pensions Act, they hold a diversified portfolio of investment. This includes ownership of 6 hotels located along the coast of Ghana. And this is the point. This is the investment proposal. SSNIT's objective is to develop its own hotels into world-class standard in their respective categories, and is therefore seeking capital injection from competent strategic investors with expertise in owning and managing hotels and or development of real estate to finance these developments.
So that's categorical.
Yes. SSNIT will not be involved in injecting additional capital. I will come to this shortly, but let me just give you the other points, because those who have been asking, what was SSNIT looking for? This is what SSNIT is looking for. And this will be the key transaction features: opportunity to acquire control and set strategic direction, opportunity to partner with the largest non-bank financial institution in Ghana. Pre-qualification criteria: interested firms should include the following information in the expression of interest: legal status of a firm, proof of firm, including key financials for the last 3 years, history and ownership structure, relevant credentials in hotel industry, CV of key personnel, valid SSNIT and GRA clearance certificates, the preferred hotel or hotels in which the firm wants to participate, sources and proof of funding. Interested parties will be evaluated according to the following criteria: experience in owning hotels, experience in managing hotels, and experience in development of real estate, and financial strength. Preference will be given to those bidding for multiple hotels, and only shortlisted firms will be provided a request for proposal and related documents. I look at the investment proposal and says SSNIT is not willing to inject capital, but SSNIT is looking to develop these own hotels. Now, SSNIT, in looking to develop these hotels into world-class hotels, could have done a thing or two. SSNIT could have actually engaged in a shares subscription. Because what we have now is SSNIT selling shares and taking money. 60% of it, they're taking money. So if you look at the Rich Hotel, for instance, they're selling 60% of their shares for $8 million and an additional $2 million of investment. In total, I am learning that the Rock City Group actually put in a bid, including the sale of shares, including the purchasing of shares and capital expenditure, or capex as we may want to call it, of some $96 million for the 4 hotels they're acquiring a 60% stake in. $96 million. And this, I am told, includes purchasing of 60% shares of SSNIT and capital investment or expenditure. So SSNIT says we want to make sure that they become world standard. So you may want to invest in building more facilities, renovating facilities here and there. All of it, $96 million. My sources tell me that that was the highest. The second came with a bid of $65 million. But let's put that aside and go back to what SSNIT actually wanted. And let's look at the facilities that SSNIT was putting up for sale.
6.
Labadi Beach Hotel is a 5-star hotel with 164 rooms. Today, if you were to go to the website of Labadi Beach Hotel, their rooms range from $299 to $2,000.
5-star hotel.
Yeah.
5-star. 164 rooms. I mean, their rooms from $200 to $2,000. Well, you can go and check. I mean, this is not coming from me. I decided to go to their website to check their rooms.
Yeah, but apart from the rooms, they've also expanded the conference facilities.
Thank
as
you,
well.
Mama V. I was actually getting to that point. Labadi Beach Hotel and La Palm Beach Hotel are conference hotels. So what they also do, I mean, apart from the occupancy, they are conference hotels. So people come in there and organize conferences. Now, my little understanding of how these things would work is that SSNIT would have its book value of its assets. Of course, the bidders would also come in. So it is important to note, first of all, how much does SSNIT itself value these assets? How much did they value these assets? Based on what did they value these assets? Because these assets that SSNIT is talking about, these assets that SSNIT wants to, divest its interest in. Okay, I think we need to come back. I have a lot to say.
There's
a lot to say, but I'll come back.
It's plenty. It's plenty. But no, the analysis is interesting because now we can start to use our own minds to wrap our heads around the value of these assets being sold. Right? The value of these assets and the amount being offered. Less than $100 million being offered for 60% share in these 4 massive properties. Okay? Now, how much is Bank of Ghana spending on their new headquarters? Just that. Isn't it about $250 million? So is somebody getting the bargain of a lifetime? Getting 60% of 4 hotels in prime, 2 of them at least in prime locations with beachfront property.
One of them extremely successful because Labadi Beach Hotel, just in 2022, they paid 25 million Ghana cedis to SSNIT as dividend.
Charlie.
And before that, they did 10 million.
Somebody is getting a deal. The whole of Saglemi was how much?
And remember that if somebody is paying you a dividend of 25 million in 2022, we were coming back from COVID. When everything stalled, really.
So imagine what they did last year. Okay, look, we'll get into it and other things today on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy, joy, joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
All right, well, I keep telling you that unemployment really need not be your portion. There is a solution that is effective, it is quick, it's even exotic because you could end up traveling to amazing destinations as part of your job and getting paid for it. Well, it can happen if you check out TravelX Group. Okay, go to TravelX Group Ltd. At gmail.com. Send them an email and ask them to tell you about their amazing training courses. IATA travel and tourism courses that will give you certification, internationally recognized certification, the one that all of these airlines are looking for. You could become a flight attendant, cabin crew, you could become any sort of service provider in the aviation sector thanks to your training with TravelX Group. Okay, now they are flexible as well, so you can do morning sessions 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. or you could do evening sessions 5 p.m. till 7 p.m. Most of these courses take about 6 months to complete, and it's quite affordable. You can even get a payment plan. Before you know it, you have a brand new career, you're taken to the skies, you're seeing the world, you're boggering every day and getting paid for it. Come on. This really should be something you're hurrying to enjoy. And of course, they've been around for over 32 years, so they are giving some amazing discounts as well. Their office is at the Cargo Door Airport, just behind the KLM office. Go check them out. Tell them Kujo sent you. They'll sort you out. You can also call 0246 567 898.
Bogger in the skies.
Yeah.
How cool is that? Well, here's some more good news for you if you're a shareholder of Societe Generale Ghana. Henceforth, subject to the necessary approval by the regulator, you will now receive your dividends paid directly to your bank or mobile money account. Dividend payments will no longer be made using dividend warrants. All shareholders should update their records with the registrar NTHC Limited with the following information: your bank details, email addresses, mobile phone numbers, including mobile phone numbers registered with mobile money. For Societe Generale Ghana shareholders with a Central Securities Depository account, contact your stockbroker and update your records with bank details, also email addresses, mobile phone numbers, including mobile phone numbers registered with mobile money. Societe Generale Ghana is committed to providing you sound financial solutions always. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you.
And you know, a poorly maintained car engine can age faster. That's why we offer specially formulated quartz engine oil with age resistance technology. And this is a breakthrough innovation that ensures optimal performance for your engine and improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressure. Choosing quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer.
All right, G&J, your reliable alternative backup power solutions provider, is 30 years old, and they want to thank all of you for being part of this journey as they embrace the future with brighter hopes. They look forward to providing you with the best backup power service to your homes, your offices, your church, and more. They are still the largest backup power supplier in the country, and with their 24-hour service delivery, they are poised to give you the best brands in backup power and after-sales service. You can find G&J in Accra, off the Mortuary Road to Kolebu. You can call them on 0302-689-178. They're also in Kumasi. So listen, call for the absolute best of service from G&J Technical Services.
And you know, when we eat, food and sugars are trapped between our teeth. This could lead to tooth decay, gum disease, and in some cases, foul breath. That's why you must brush your teeth every morning and night with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter. It will give your teeth the protection they need, leaving you with 10 times stronger teeth. So Pepsodent Cavity Fighter is fortified with pro-fluoride and microcalcium ingredients, sealing tiny and invisible holes in your teeth. It prevents cavities, keeps your teeth strong and mouth healthy. And the Pepsodent Cavity comes in 175 grams, the big family pack. They've also got the Ejakwa pack, which is 120 grams, and the 65 grams and 12 grams sachet. So, you know, you can always get what you can afford at any time. So don't just use toothpaste that brush your teeth. Use Pepsodent that will protect your teeth. Always remember to brush your teeth in the morning and before you sleep at night. And thanks to Pepsodent for educating us on how to brush. For 25 years, Pepsodent is recommended by the Ghana Dental Association, and it gives you the opportunity to talk to a dentist also for free. To take advantage of this offer, call the toll-free number 0800 161 000. Grab Pepsodent at any shop near you. You can call directly to the customer care center on toll-free 0800 2000. 30. Pepsodent, every smile matters.
And indeed, every smile matters. You know, yesterday I went to a dental clinic. Yes, and I went to, Bethel Dental Clinic.
Oh,
okay.
You had your appointment yesterday.
Yes, I did. It was nice. That's a very nice facility. Mr. and Mrs. NG.
How was the experience?
Oh, it was nice. You know, me and my questions here and there. Everything you say, I have to interrogate. And they say, why this, why that? And I'm like, oh, but that's okay, you know. At the end of the day, I realized that I have to go back.
Oh, Kafra.
I have to go back.
Nana Kafra.
I have to go back every 6 months. Anyway.
Well, that's important,
yes. How do you keep your car in the premium league with Shell Helix Ultra 0W20 SP, specially formulated with a unique Shell Pure Plus technology that actively helps keep engine clean? Because everyone knows premium rolls best with premium, and Shell Helix Ultra 0W20 SP provides unsurpassed wear and sludge protection, leaves your pistons cleaner than a whistle, up to 50% more than the industry standard, and enhances the fuel economy. Shell Helix Ultra 0W20 SP is designed to be safe for the environment with a significant reduction in carbon emissions. Premium does roll best with premium, and Shell Helix Ultra 0W20 SP is the one for your premium vehicle. Get Shell Helix Ultra 0W20 SP to keep your engine pairing. Shell Helix Ultra 0W20 SP, made for premium.
All right, so today we're all going to go to kingdomstoreonline.com. Go and check out the amazing office essentials, equipment, furniture, and stationery that we can buy from Kingdom Books and Stationery. Great thing is you can pay via Momo, okay, whatever network you're on, and they will deliver to your home or office in very good time. If you're in Accra or Tema, free delivery on top of everything. Terms and conditions do, however, apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. All right.
I've got a message to the businessman. If you're a trader, if you're a parent sending money to loved ones and business partners, well, thanks to Access Bank and PAPS partnership, you can now send money across border hassle-free. So now you can send money to pay for goods and services, make business transactions, and cover school fees across Africa without worrying about foreign exchange losses or delays. It's straightforward, secure, and keeps your mind at ease. Benefit from instant payment across Nigeria, Liberia, Gambia, Guinea, and of course Sierra Leone with zero foreign exchange hassle. So when you send money in cedis, it will now be received in any other currency by the recipients. For more information, visit ghana.accessbankplc.com or call their toll-free number 0800 004400. For all your cross-border payments, visit any of the branches and PAPS it with Access Bank. Access Bank, certainly more than banking.
And Toyota users, get ready for a revolution. If you want your Toyota engine to function optimally, then there's only one choice: the Toyota Genuine Motor Oil. Now, the Toyota Genuine Motor Oil has been rigorously tested and proven to be the best for your Toyota engine, specially crafted to keep your Toyota engine running smoothly and efficiently. The Toyota Genuine Motor Oil is available at all Toyota Ghana branches across the country. Nothing makes your engine happier than Toyota Genuine Motor Oil. For bulk purchase or distribution, contact Toyota Ghana on 0302 429801. Toyota, superior quality.
All right, let's get to it. Sports coming up and birthdays as well, right here on the Super Morning Show.
Life is a stage, and we're all players, playing the supporting role.
The title of my poem is
Playing with rhythm. Playing the lead. Playing to win. Playing with gusto. Playing for the sheer thrill until the curtain falls. Because every journey begins with play. Kickstart yours with MTN. So, what are we doing today? MTN.
Imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right, we are not just offering loans, we are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, 0244-674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Do you need a car for a day, a week, or longer? Look no further. Avis Rent-A-Car Ghana has got you covered, catering to your every need. Whether it's self-drive or chauffeur-driven, we ensure your journey is filled with comfort and style. Choose from our range of sedans, SUVs, mini SUVs, vans, and buses available to suit your business or planning need. With Avis, your journey knows no bounds. We travel anywhere in Ghana, Benin, Togo, and Cote d'Ivoire. Our prices start from as low as 600 Ghana cedis a day. T&Cs apply. Call us now on 0302-761-751 or email rentacar@avisghana.com. Visit our website avisghana.com. Avis Rent-A-Car. Plan on us.
This is what it has come to, the moment that defines a season. It's the finale, and I want it all. I want all the gold and the drama. I want Pep and Klopp racing for the top. I want the biggest stars shining on Champions League nights. I want the fairy tale stories and the glory. I want the passion of Serie A. I want the flair of La Liga. I want the Premier League. I want the football finals. I want it all. Reconnect to catch every match live on DSTV.
All right, birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by
MTN.
Everywhere you go. And Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group,
as close as a partner.
All right, listen, I've got a special one. It's to Hajia Fozia Karim. I pray that the Lord enlarge your territories and grant you long life with good health. I understand, Hajia Fozia, you're kind, you're down to earth, and you're a caring being. From Abina Opokia Ahwenia, she says she loves you so much. Hajia Fozia, enjoy your birthday. I've got another one. It's to Mr. Henry Asa Ekufo of Vitol as he celebrates his 50th birthday today. It's from all of us at ICGC Open Heavens Temple host and hostess ministry. We wish him happiness and grace in his year of golden jubilees. From Ignatius, Elom, and all friends of OHT. Mr. Henry Asaya Kufu, happy 50th birthday to you. I've got a last one, I think. It's a happy birthday to the former managing director of Cowbank, Mr. Frank Edu. It's your birthday today, Mr. Frank Edu Jr., former MD of Cowbank. God bless you. Continue to grant you good health. It's from Iggy and, of course, all of us here at the Multimedia Group too.
He's also the board chairman of Roman Ridge School, Frank Edu Jr. And talking about birthdays from the Multimedia Group, it's a happy birthday to Sylvia Aquahagan of Republic Bank from your family and friends and all of us here at the Multimedia Group. And also a glorious birthday to Sophia Hakins Adakwa, a legal officer at Absa Bank, High Street Branch. Have a blessed new year from Team Felix. And this one says, happy birthday to you, my ever so pretty, wonderful, precious, dearly loved and deeply cherished babe, Mrs. Henrietta Sepoga. And you know who that's coming from? You remain my greatest blessing in life, and I remain ever so grateful to God for you on this special milestone. I am thankful to you for the great wife, partner, counselor, support, and pillar of encouragement you've been to me over the years. I celebrate you in my heart of hearts. Love you forever. From Teacher Promise, Dr. Promise. I call him Teacher Promise. My maths and science teacher. And this one says, happy 50th birthday, Henry. May God continue to bless you and have a blessed, wonderful day. With love from Minerva and Jading. And okay, I think you've done the Henry Asa Akufu Mamavi, I'm sure.
Yes, I have.
Yes, you've done that. Okay, so this is from Freddie Du and the family.
And I understand Mr. Frank Edu always listens to us. So happy birthday, sir.
Yes, indeed. All right, happy birthday to Mark Sasu Mensah, National Coordinator, Computerized School Selection and Placement System. That one is from Kofi Ohiming. Also, happy birthday to Laurentia Amakwando, Frederick Echo Sam, Vince Markson Eduafol, Ya Efa Jumfo Williams, Ni Ayikwa Kwalanya, Nashida, Seth Jemfi, Kwame Sefa Boating, and my dear friend Gideon Abekwe. Happy birthday to all of you. All right then. So
final one. A very big happy birthday wish to the most amazing, lovely, sweet gentleman in the world, Mr. Reginald Ni Odate Lawsing of GCB Bank PLC Ministries. I bless the day I met you because you have been such impactful with massive positivity and support to me and our wonderful boys. Okay, it's from your wife, Priscilla, Leonard, and Lincoln to you.
All right then. So the Joy Sports Center is brought to you by
MTN.
Everywhere you go. Standard Chartered Bank.
Here for good.
DSTV.
It's your moment.
And Cowbell Premium Milk. Cowbell, our creamy goodness.
And assessing reliable healthcare should be the topmost priority for you and your family. And that's why the Plus powered by MTN is giving you just that today for a subscription fee of just 25 Ghana cedis a month. Paid on Momo, you can sign on to health subscription plan that gets you access to unlimited in-store consultations and qualified healthcare professionals and over 160 covered medications and tests at participating pharmacies in Ablekuma, Sakaman, Dansuman, Mamprobi, and Kaswa Township. My favorite part is there's a dedicated nurse at the multi-pharmacy who can teleconference a doctor when you need it, so you can access the best consultation services. And to get this great product, all you have to do is download the Ayoba app and sign up today and with your Momo account. So you just have to download the Ayoba app and sign up today with your Momo account. Take charge of your health conveniently and affordably. Sign up for Multi-Plus powered by MTN today.
All right, listen, imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transform into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, with Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And the renewable energy loans, they come at very low rates as well. So Standard Chartered is obviously not just offering loans, they are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give Standard Chartered a call on 050-153-5789 or 050-153-5790. Also 0244-674-154. Let them chat a course for a brighter tomorrow for you and make your solar dream shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered here for good. We've got the Sports Center with Fentio right now.
Thank you very much, Mama V. Good morning to all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Fentio, Tahiru Fentio. In this bulletin, we will preview tonight's Europa League final between Leverkusen and Atalanta. But there's big news for Chelsea, who have parted company with their manager, Mauricio Pochettino. So what's next for them? But all of that is to come in the next 10 minutes. We'll start here at home, though.
Get careful as Ghana come forward again. Another opportunity for a shot on target. The avalanche of goals has begun.
That Ghana's Black Starlets, they secured qualification to the semi-final of the ongoing WAFU B Under-17 Cup of Nations as Group A winners following yesterday's 2-0 win over Benin. Lawrence Baidu watched the game at the University of Ghana Stadium and reports.
Kagawa Mensah got things running for the Black Starlets after just 19 minutes played, as he lobbed the ball over the Benin goalkeeper. 3 minutes later, Ayamga doubled Ghana's. There were limited opportunities for the two sides after the break, but Ghana held on to secure all 3 points. The win means that Laie Kingston's side have picked up all 6 points available from their opening 2 games in the competition and will now advance to the last 4.
You can see today's game, it was very difficult for us. Most people thinking that we're going to meet Benin and it should be a walk in the park. For me, some of us that were in the game, it wasn't easy at all. You're playing against a team that are very physical, that they wanted to play long balls in behind your team. If you are not careful and you don't find the line well or you don't drop well, you will be panicked. We were very lucky that we saw their game against Ivory Coast, and we all saw the way they held Ivory Coast to last minute. Ivory Coast got the 1 goal.
To some fans at the stadium, this performance hasn't been too impressive.
I would say, I don't know whether because they won the first game, they've taken their time. It's like they've taken it too easy.
What I'm seeing on the Laie Kingston team right now, they underrate the Benin. They play anyhow.
I was right here in the first game against Ivory Coast, and it was much more entertaining than this particular one. I see the guys being too complacent with this game. I think they can do better than they're doing now.
That's some fans there finishing that report by Lawrence Baidu. Now, Ghana's Black Starlets, of course, they are through to the semi-final, so they will face the winner of the Group B encounter. That will be between Burkina Faso of course, who will be looking to confirm their place in the semi-final when they take on Niger at the University of Ghana Stadium. And they will most likely play second and play against Ghana. There's also Nigeria, though, who are likely to place first in Group B. They face Togo this evening at the same time at the Accra Sports Stadium. Both Nigeria and Burkina Faso have 4 points, while Niger has 3. Now, let's talk about football and its impact on the economy. It's been about a year since Heart of Lions secured promotion to the Ghana Premier League, and already businesses are reaping the benefits of their return to Ghana's top flight. Haruna Mubarak was in Pando to assess the club's positive impact on the community.
Welcome to Pando, the home of Hearts of Lions. While the chase for 3 points captivates this football-loving town, it appears there's more winning off the pitch as well. As the clock ticks closer to game time, a transformation begins.
I'm supporting this club because it's our home and it's our team.
You will give our heart to the Pando Heart of Lion. You support them so that we will come out from the immigration.
The venue, with a capacity of over 2,000, was full. Tickets ran out, and the traditional method of verification had to be used. As the club basked in the financial return, small-scale businesses also profited from the vibrant atmosphere.
I'm selling water, pure water, Vortic, Planet, and Rush.
Selling here as compared to other places.
This one is better.
Why?
Because the people are coming plenty. They buy it, then we go to house.
I have been selling at this venue for the past 3 months, and business has been good. I could make 700 cedis per day. Today has also been positive.
7 million. The impact of football here goes beyond those in the stadium, with the transportation industry thriving considerably. Bikes and tricycles, the preferred mode of transport.
My work has been going well. Initially, I was jobless, but now I rely on this tricycle. I've made a good amount of money and feel better. In fact, I earned 10,000 cedis from this business, which allowed me to buy this tricycle.
100 million.
Some traders there, and in that report by Haruna Mubarak of Choice Sports. So Pando reaping all of the results and all the economic benefits of football as far as that's concerned. The team itself, it's out of the relegation zone as things stand, with 4 games to the end of the season. Still on matters related to the Ghana Premier League, Dreams FC will be looking to go 5 points clear of the relegation zone when they host Lagos Cities this afternoon in Dawu in an outstanding game. Kotoko, on the other hand, are preparing to host Hearts of Oak in the Super Clash this Sunday at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. The Porcupine Warriors had a fine streak of 2 wins and a draw come to an end last Saturday when they lost 2-1 to Brecum Chelsea. The Kotoko head coach is Prosper Ogum. He described the injury to midfielder Eric Zeze as a big blow to his side, but kept his cards close to his chest when asked about Sunday's game against Hearts of Oak.
I think Zeze's injury was a big blow to us because he's played in that position for some time now. He's gotten the experience, he's gotten the composure. But then because he had to go out, we had to do a forced tactical substitution, and which I think we're able to keep the tempo. But then somewhere along the line, we couldn't maintain it.
The next game is a super clash. It's between Kotoko and Hearts. How do you pick up the pieces from here ahead of that game?
When we get there, you know what.
That's Prosper Nate Ogum there. Let's head to England now. That's where Chelsea and manager Mauricio Pochettino have parted ways by mutual consent after 1 season at the club. The Argentine was under pressure after an underwhelming first half of the season, but a run of 5 successive wins to end the campaign ensured they finished 6th in the Premier League. So, what's next for Chelsea after Pochettino's departure? Here's Sky Sports chief reporter Kaveh Sohakol talking about the kind of manager Chelsea are looking to hire.
The case, though, is that the search for the new head coach, new manager, starts today. And I've got some information about the kind of person they're looking for. They're looking for somebody who plays attractive football, who is obsessed with possession, creating an identity that Chelsea fans will be proud of, a style that Chelsea fans are used to. They want a manager who will create a side which will control and dictate tempo of games and also have defensive stability.
And that's Harvey Sohiko there. And the names that are being bandied around as possible replacements for Pochettino: Enzo Maresca of Leicester, Sebastian Hoeneß, Eddie Howe, Thomas Frank of Brentford, and Kieran McKenna. All of them have been mentioned. Now, elsewhere, Real Madrid and Germany midfielder Toni Kroos will retire from professional football after Euro 2024. The 34-year-old has enjoyed a trophy-laden career with Real Madrid since he joined them from Bayern Munich in 2014, winning both La Liga and the Champions League on 4 occasions. Kroos was also part of the Germany team, which won the World Cup in 2024. Speaking about the Euros, of course, England released their squad yesterday, and Marcus Rashford, Reece James and Raheem Sterling have all been left out of Gareth Southgate's squad for the Euros this summer. Now, later this evening, the stakes are very high ahead of tonight's Europa League final in Dublin at 7 p.m. Leverkusen is the chance for them to wrap up part of a treble and take them to within 90 minutes of unprecedented unbeaten season. For Atalanta, is the opportunity to lift major silverware for the first time since 1963. Xabi Alonso's Leverkusen have created headlines around the world with their 51-game unbeaten run in all competitions, which has taken them to a first Bundesliga title. The Spaniard is looking forward to an exciting final.
It's always great to come back to Dublin. I feel that connection since then. It's my Liverpool years as well. The connection with Ireland is really strong. So it was great to be here. The stadium is fantastic, and you know, for our fans, for sure they will enjoy the whole day, the pre-match, and the game is gonna be a great atmosphere.
That's Xabi Alonso there. So 7 p.m. history beckons for them. Before we go, the Boston Celtics beat the Indiana Pacers 133-128 in overtime in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals is tonight between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Dallas Mavericks. It's at 12:30 a.m. So if you can stay up for it, that'll be good for you. That's all the sports this morning on the Joy Sports Center. My name is Fentu, Tahiru Fentu, and I'm here with Mama V.
I can't wait to get you out. So thanks, Fentu. Of course, there's plenty of sports on myjoyonline.com. Anytime, go there and explore. Thanks to EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa, Malatu from NS Chemist, Malatu power over malaria, GTP lifestyle, then Rapinol. When the pain is too much to bear, grab Rapinol from Dennis Iton PLC. Rapinol, the rapid pain reliever. We're able to share your social media messages with the rest of the world.
More money, challenge and enjoyment.
We not say problem day, but you for chop life. Simply deposit cash in multiples of 500 Ghana cedis into your EcoBank account at your nearest branch, Express Point, or through EcoBank Mobile to win your share of over 1 million cedis in prizes in the EcoBank Million Gang promo, EMG. Be one of over 7,000 people to be rewarded. Hey, my God. Yes, so over 7,000 people go chop soft life from May to July 31, 2024. Be an EcoBank customer or be square. Remember, every 500 Ghana cedi deposit earns you a point for the EcoBank Million Gang today. EMG. Deposit today and win your share of 1.2 million in cash and prizes. A better way to enjoy life. A better way. A better Africa. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Welcome to Cell Auto Knowledge. Here is today's tip. Most cars shake for a variety of reasons, including engine, steering, or brake issues. A vehicle can also shake and vibrate because of wheel damage, uneven tread wear, or neglected tire maintenances. If your car's engine doesn't get the right amount of air, fuel, or spark to run smoothly, this can result in the car shaking. Remember to fill at Shell today, because Shell fuels with Dynaflex technology cleans and protects for engine efficiency.
Keep this frequency clear.
99.7.
All right, it's 8 a.m. Let's bring you the Business Minute. It's brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you. Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, and Waikari Capital together towards tomorrow.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, and Waikari Capital, together towards tomorrow. Petroleum tanker drivers have promised to call off their strike as soon as authorities move to deal with their concerns. The drivers have embarked on an indefinite industrial action over poor working conditions. Ghana's debt restructuring deal for Eurobond holders is now expected to receive the IMF's approval. The cedi depreciation and high inflation levels are set to dominate discussions as the Monetary Policy Committee of the Bank of Ghana begins its meetings today to review developments in the economy. Banking lobby group UK Finance has warned fake Olympics and Taylor Swift tickets are the two biggest online scams consumers are likely to encounter this year. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, Anointed Electricals, your generator experts, and Waikari Capital, together towards tomorrow.
Morning Show. Wake up. Good morning. Good morning.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
It's a minute after 8. We're live on Joy 99.7 FM, and this is the Super Morning Show. Thanks to Daryl and the entire business team for bringing us the Business Minute. Is on 8 a.m. every weekday right here on the Super Morning Show, and is brought to us in association with Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you, Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, and Waikari Capital, together towards tomorrow. Yesterday, I understand some people slept in Doomso. Okay, well, the didn't happen because they had to carry their clothes to their workplaces. If you're fortunate, then you can get an iron to iron. So if you found yourself in that situation, well, I'm really sorry, but you know that you need some sort of backup, really. And that's why we urge you to speak to Anointed Electricals. Anointed Engineering Services Limited, they sell ultra-silent generators so you don't disturb your neighbors, from 5 kVA to 2,500 kVA. They also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generators. They stock genuine spare parts of all kinds as well, and they do generator rentals. You know, today, dear, if you have a special events, you need a generator on standby because you never really can tell. So Anointed Electricals, they've got branches nationwide. They are in Amrahia. Frames Oil on the main Adenta Dodowa Road is where you'd find them if you happen to live in and around Amrahia. If you're in East Legon though, then look towards the Lagos Avenue Road, opposite Tom Rick Hotel. You will not miss them at all. They are also in Tema, the Tema General Hospital Road, Community 9, and that's just after the overhead. Also in Kaswa, off the Wager Kaswa Road near Simaf Cement Depot. Anointed Electricals, they've got the head office at Odoko at number 77 Anointed Houses off the Odoko Malam Road here in Accra. You can call their hotline though before you make a move. 0243 480 334 0243 480 334. I'm sorry if you're still in doom, but we've been talking to you about Anointed Electricals. Maybe it's about time. Call them and get a deal going. 0243 480 334. That's the number to call. And Waikari Capital is a multinational fund management company regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Waikari Capital, with expertise and experience in fund management and investment banking, they've over the years helped customers to thrive by enabling them to achieve their lifetime financial goals. They want same for you. Waikari Capital will invest funds in ways that creates a positive future for its customers, their families and businesses, and they also offer corporate finance and advisory. In these ways, Waikari Capital helps its customers to create the best life, and you too can experience this. Just speak to Waikari Capital on 050 1577 546 or 050-1577-547. Their office is on the 4th floor of the Gulf House. It's opposite the Ghana Standards Authority. Check out their website, wicarecapital.com. It's WAICAREcapital.com. You find more information from their website, Wica Capital. Together towards tomorrow.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
All right, get in touch with us via WhatsApp 055-111-1997. That's our WhatsApp number. Also, post on X, former Twitter is Joy997, and Facebook as well. Always add the hashtag Joy SMS to your comments. Thanks to EcoBank. A better way, a better Africa. Malatu from Ennis Chemist. Malatu, power over malaria. GTP lifestyle and Rapinol. When the pain is too much to bear, grab Rapinol from Dennis Iton PLC. Rapinol, the rapid pain reliever. And we're able to share your social media messages on the Super Morning Show. Thanks to our friends.
And this is the year to stop singing and talking about chopping and enjoying life and just do it.
Mm-hmm.
What did I say? Just do it. EcoBank has over 1 million cedis worth of cash and prizes in the EcoBank Million Gang promo for you and over 7,000 others across Ghana. Hey, my God. Can't wait. 1 million Ghana cedis. Winners will be rewarded bi-weekly, and you can be one of them, winning up to 10,000 Ghana cedis. There will also be 3 monthly draws, and all you have to do is to deposit cash in multiples of 500 Ghana cedis into your EcoBank account at your nearest branch, EcoBank Express Point, or via EcoBank Mobile to stand a chance of winning. I mean, it's your own money. I mean, it's not you're going to take that money. It still is your money. And other prizes include fuel vouchers, shopping vouchers, airtime, and many more. Promo runs from now to the 31st of July 2024. It's your time to chop life. Remember, every 500 Ghana cedis deposit earns you entry into the EMG draw. A better way to enjoy life, a better way, a better Africa. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
I am a non-executive director of Rock City, but if you are registering at Registrar General, they don't give you this qualification, register as you just have to bring 2 directors, and so definitely I am one of the directors. But in terms of the functional role of the management of Rock City, I am not a part of it. I am a non-executive director. I don't take any salary. I don't take any emolument.
I have raised constitutional issues about the provisions under Article 78 and Article 98, which the Honorable Brad Champon has not complied with. My checks at the committee and at the Speaker's office, he has not been granted a certificate from the Speaker to engage in this business transaction. He remains the sole beneficial owner of Rock City and stands to directly benefit from these transactions.
You have Samuel Okudzeto, a Black member of parliament. Also, Brian Champon, he's a minister of state and a member of parliament as well. This issue of SSNIT offloading about 60% of shares from some of its hotels. That conversation we began here yesterday. So the voices I played, that happened on the Super Morning Show yesterday, but we didn't quite absorb all the issues. So we're continuing with that here on the Super Morning Show today. And Winston has been giving us a bit of background in terms of what SSNIT actually wanted when it advertised seeking for strategic investors.
Yes, Mama V. So I was telling you that Labadi Beach Hotel, a 5-star leisure hotel, situated along the Beach Road, Accra, Teshi, Lanungwa Road. They have 164 rooms. They have, conference facilities. Then La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, a 4-star hotel with 8 restaurants and bars located at Labadi Road in Accra. 152 rooms. Elmina Beach Resort, a 3-star hotel situated at Elmina off the Cape Coast Takoradi Highway. 100 rooms. And Ridge Royal Hotel. That's a 3-star hotel located in the historic city of Cape Coast. 79 rooms. At the time, they added the Busia Beach Resort, a 3-star hotel in Busia in Ahanta West Municipality, 62 rooms. And Trust Lodge Hotel, a purpose-built hospitality block structure located at Takoradi Beach Road. There's 10 rooms. Now we're told that they're actually selling their shares in the 4, and the 4 being Labadi Beach Hotel, La Palm Royal Beach Resort, Elmina Beach Resort, and Ridge Royal Hotel. So at least for the Ridge Royal Hotel bit, for instance, we know that SSNIT decided to sell 60% in Ridge Royal for 8.4 million. And they say the capital expenditure projected for the refurbishment of the hotel is $2 million. So in total, you're looking at $10.4 million. And they expect the anticipated completion of refurbishment within 12 months following the execution of all agreements. This is my point. First of all, if you look at the request for, expression of interest for investment in SSNIT-owned hotels, SSNIT is very categorical by saying their objective is to develop its own hotels into world-class standard in their respective categories, and is therefore seeking capital injection from competent strategic investors with expertise in owning and managing hotels and/or development of real estate to finance these developments. Now, this is my understanding, and this is my understanding of sale of shares and shares subscription. If this is what SSNIT was looking for, investment in these facilities, and you say you are not prepared to inject capital, SSNIT should have actually gone for a share subscription. As in, say, you're looking for money for the company. Okay? What SSNIT has done, and if you look at the Ridge Royal bit, SSNIT is selling its shares. So when you sell shares, the shareholder, there's a sale and purchase agreement sort of. The shareholder would take the money and say, you're buying these shares for this amount of money. But if you said you wanted investment in your facility, because a sale of shares, the funds would go to the owner of the shares. But a share subscription, it goes to the company. So why would SSNIT, bearing in mind that it wants to convert this into a world-class hotel, be selling shares instead of, actually calling for a subscription of new shares, which would actually lead to a reduction of SSNIT's own share value within these hotels. But this is the other point. What I want to know. So we're told, for instance, that Rock City, for the 4 facilities, is having it for some $96 million. What we want to know also is that who were the transaction advisors in this agreement? SSNIT itself, what was per its own assess of these assets? How much was SSNIT? How much does SSNIT want for these? It would also be important for SSNIT to share with us the financials of these institutions, because at least we know Labadi Beach Hotel.
Yeah.
Because Labadi Beach Hotel has been running at a profit. But why was Labadi Beach Hotel running at a profit? They're running at a profit because Labadi Beach Hotel actually had a management contract. They had a group. So they actually gave it to a management company that was managing it as a standard practice globally, where you have management companies managing these hotels. They make profit and they pay dividends to you.
25 million Ghana cedis
Good.
they paid in 2022. 10 million they paid in 2021. So
yes.
What is SSNIT expecting?
Yes, in 2023, for instance. Now, this is the other point. Okay, let's go for insurance today and return, and we'll ask more questions.
All right, Insurance Today is brought to us by Enterprise at 100, celebrating our legacy, securing your future.
Insurance Today is a public education service by Enterprise Insurance. Ensure you speak with your insurance broker or agent before making any insurance decisions.
Great to have you join in. Under insurance terminologies, today we discuss underwriting. Underwriting is the process of an insurance company examining the risk associated with a policy that is considering issuing to a potential policyholder. A primary source of revenue of an insurer is creating and issuing insurance policy, which is a contract guaranteeing payment for damages and losses caused by perils and risks covered by the policy. An insurer's ability to be profitable and cover losses for policyholders depends on its understanding and effective management of the risk it takes on through underwriting and claims processing. The amount an insurer charges for providing indemnity against the risk covered in an insurance policy is a critical aspect of the underwriting process. Premiums charged by an insurer should be sufficient to cover expected claims from its policyholders whose risks actually materialize. When insurance underwrites risks, they actually take on the risks of unforeseeable factors. An inaccurate assessment or underestimation of the risk involved in the insurance coverage they are providing means they may pay out more in claims than what they received in premiums. The shortfall typically comes from their reserves or investment income. The best insurance companies, therefore, are those that provide the best quality policy underwriting and have enough resources to meet genuine claims as and when they arise. Email us at insurancetoday@myenterprisegroup.io or WhatsApp us at 0548 231149. Enjoy your day.
Enterprise, your advantage.
I send them, you get them. I get them, I send them.
I get them.
I pay them.
Telesale cash. I get them. I take them. Telesale cash.
You get them.
I send them. Telesale cash.
I send them, you get them.
Telesale cash.
I get them.
I buy them. I take them.
I pay them. I send them.
Telesale cash. Telecel Cash.
Experience the ultimate convenience of sending money on Telecel Cash. Sending money from Telecel Cash to Telecel Cash is free. You can also make payments to merchants on all networks. Enjoy best value and total security with Telecel Cash.
Telecel, connecting energies.
This is what it has come to, the moment that defines a season. It's the finale, and I want it all. I want all the gold and the drama. I want Pep and Klopp racing for the top. I want the biggest stars shining on Champions League nights. I want the fairy tale stories and the glory. I want the passion of Serie A. I want the flair of La Liga. I want the Premier League. I want the football finals. I want it all. Reconnect to catch every match live on DSTV.
From the producers of The Gods Are Not to Blame comes another theatrical marvel.
A deformity. It's a deformity.
In honor of Professor Martin Owusu, dive deep into the heart of Ghanaian theater as Image Bureau, in partnership with April Communications and the National Theater, presents The Legend of Akusika.
That orphan who killed her mother and destroyed her own father.
Live at the National Theater on June 1st, 2nd, 8th, and 9th at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day. Tickets selling now at 200 cities only at imagebureaugh.com or dial *714 *11 *21 #. The Legend of Akusika, supported by the Ghana Tourism Authority, Knee Plans Car Rentals, MGL Logistics, IPMC, Joy FM, and proudly brought to you by Stanbic Bank and the National Lottery Authority. The Legend of Akusika.
Keep this frequency clear.
99.7. It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town. Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
That's right, it's 19 minutes after 8, and we've got our big stories coming up. Of course, high on that agenda, we're continuing with that conversation about SSNIT and its hotels. And Winston, I think, were you concluding on something really important?
Well, Mama V, I mean, a lot of information needed in all of this because SSNIT would also have to provide a lot of information.
Yes.
My point really is with SSNIT, okay, that today, is it in the interest of SSNIT to be selling 60% of its shares in these facilities? Is it in SSNIT's own interest? Now, the kind of investment needed, it's important for us to be told the amount of investment needed. At least we know in the Ridge, hotel, for instance, Ridge Royal Hotel, the amount of, amount of money needed in by way of investments, $2 million. In the other ones, how much is needed? SSNIT would have to make it public.
Yeah.
Per their own analysis, could these hotels be run profitably by SSNIT? The evidence of Labadi Beach Hotel shows that it is possible. So, if for Labadi Beach Hotel in 2022 to run at a profit and pay 25 million dividends to SSNIT, at the time, that was about $4 million, is instructive.
Yeah. And this was a time when, businesses were recovering just from COVID. And to think that a year before that, they had even paid 10 million. So they did twice what they did the previous year. So why is the sole shareholder, not happy with Labadi Beach Hotel to the extent that they want to offload 60% of their shares to a private investor?
And I want to understand a few things, because in valuing these assets also, a lot of things will come to play. Look, La Palm Royal Beach sits on a vast land. They have a vast undeveloped land overlooking the sea. Are all these part of the, sale? We need further and better particulars.
Obviously, yes.
I would get back.
Isn't that why they're looking for somebody who has experience in real estate, for instance? It could be.
We will come back. I have a lot of questions, and I will ask all these questions. Stay with us.
Well, also coming up, we have our friends from Total Energies Marketing PLC joining us. We're talking about the Startup of the Year Challenge by Total Energies. And this year, it's a special edition, the 100 years edition. So it's going to be really exciting. We're grateful that they're joining us on the show. But big stories brought to us by Telecel, connecting Energy's latest film, Your Partner for Life. And of course, Equity Health Insurance, here for you.
And you're about to have the world at your fingertips, because the wait is finally over. Telecel is here. Now you have everything you want and need. Quick and reliable communication, stress-free money transactions via Telecel Cash, transforming your big business ideas into success stories with Telecel Business and more. Connect with Telecel and enjoy a world of endless possibilities, because with Telecel, there is no limit to connections. Telecel, connecting energies.
And I want you to picture this. You're lying in bed after a long day, seeking comfort and relaxation. But instead, you're met with a mattress that sucks beneath you, a reminder of shortcuts and compromises. And sorry if your lights also go off. But your comfort and well-being should have never been compromised, or should never be compromised in the first place. That's why we at Latest Film prioritize quality above all else. Step into our showrooms and experience the difference for yourself. Our high-quality mattresses and furniture are crafted with your ultimate relaxation in mind. Picture waking up refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to take on the day. That's the Latest Film promise. Invest in your well-being, or choose Latest Film. Otherwise, you did do yourself. Latest Film, your partner for life. Visit any Latest Film showroom today and sleep better tonight. Call Latest Film on 0302 231155 to 62 or 0322 008499. Or better still, just visit them online at latestfilmghana.com.
And in today's competitive business landscape, a healthy workforce is the foundation of success. That is why we have designed our corporate health plans to empower your employees and enhance your organization's performance. With Equity Health Insurance, you're not just investing in insurance, you're investing in the future of your company. Our plans are tailored to meet the unique needs of your employees, providing comprehensive coverage and incomparable benefits. And our commitment goes beyond paperwork and premiums. At Equity Health Insurance, we stay with you all the way. Call us on 0501 515 124 or 0506 607 910, and let's serve you better. Equity Health Insurance, here for you.
It's 25 minutes after 8. Reach us on WhatsApp 055-1111-997. We want to hear your thoughts on our conversations today. Also post on X, former Twitter is Joy997 on Facebook as well at the hashtag JoySMS. Good morning to our friend Victor at the Ghana Statistical Service. When we return, we've got our friends from Total Energies, Anita Boache, Nanama Arthur, and Richard Deborah joining us on the Super Morning Show.
Wake up, good morning, good morning.
Hey, Cashman.
Yeah.
Don't you know Nana has assembled all of us and you are here making calls?
My generator is portable. So I'm calling a renowned Ghanaian company with an excellent track record in the sales and repairs of generator sets in Accra to come and repair for me.
Oh, is it Anointed Electricals?
Yeah.
Anointed Electricals deals in quality and genuine generators with high fuel efficiency. We also rent generators.
They sell quality generators from 10 kVA to 2,500 kVA. They have spare parts of other generators and can repair every 40 generator set even if you didn't buy from them.
Look, now we don't have any electrical problem in Accra.
Oh, how?
Because Anointed Electricals is right here at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomrick Hotel. And that's why Nana is calling us.
Okay.
Yes. If you want to buy a brand new generator or repair the old one, visit Anointed Electricals. Or if you are within Accra, call our hotline 0246 423 534
or call 0243 480 334. They have qualified and dedicated men on 24-hour after sales service. Then let's go and listen to Nana. Let's go.
Hey, gosh, after giving you the hint, won't you give me anything?
Anointed, the generator experts.
Waikari Capital. We are a multinational fund management company regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Our aim is to help our customers thrive by enabling them to achieve their lifetime financial goals while investing their funds in ways that create a positive future for them, their families, and their businesses. In this way, we help them to create the best life. Speak to us today. Call us on 050-157-7546 or 050-157-7547. Visit www.waikaricapital.com. Waikari Capital. Together towards tomorrow.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, together with its stakeholders, present the third Made in Ghana Bazaar under the theme Promoting Made in Ghana Goods and Services for Economic Prosperity. The exhibitors include Ghanaian businesses, startups, and foreign companies in Ghana undertaking value addition and embassies in Ghana.
Venue, Accra International Conference Center, 23rd to 25th May 2024, 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. each day.
The bazaar is to promote Made in Ghana products using the network of Ghana's embassies abroad and foreign embassies in Ghana. There will be live performances of authentic Ghanaian music, playground for children, traditional games, and sale of your favorite Ghanaian dishes by local vendors. Attendance is free.
Sponsors: National Petroleum Authority,
XCMG Ghana,
Ghana Exim Bank,
GCB Bank PLC,
Ghana Gas,
Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority,
Ghana Tourism Authority,
Ghana Export Promotion Authority,
XP Agency,
Ghana Free Zones Authority,
Ghana Standards Authority,
Ghana Shippers Authority, media partner GBC,
and the Multimedia Group.
Registration is ongoing for exhibitors at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration.
Call 0538 062 264 or
0209 249 932 for further details. The third Made in Ghana Bazaar.
Joy 99.7 FM. It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town. In your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
And when you hear this on the Super Morning Show, then you know that it's a big celebration. Our friends from Total Energies Marketing PLC are joining us live on the Super Morning Show today. I think this announcement we started from yesterday. And that shows that we're really excited about what you're doing. So first of all, I want to say good morning to Anita Boache, who is a deputy project manager of what we're going to be talking about. Nanama Arthur is a talent developer, and Richard Deborah is project lead. So good morning to all of you. Welcome to the Super Morning Show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to see you. How is Total?
Excellent. In fact, it's smooth at Joy 99.7.
That's right. I like that. But we're talking about the Startup of the Year Challenge, and this is a special edition. I think I'll start with you, Richard. Tell us about this initiative. Why is this year's special?
Thank you, Mama V. And we take this opportunity to say good morning to your very, very cherished and discerning listeners. Total Energies have been doing this for the past few years. In fact, this is actually the 4th edition.
Okay.
And it's special in the sense that Total Energies as a company, as a group, is celebrating 100 years. And on this 100th anniversary, we decided let's do something unique. So we are trying to ensure we get about 100 entrepreneurs and tone them down and choose about 3 of them that will prop up and support to become big. So that is why this year's own it's unique.
Okay. What's the history of this whole challenge?
Okay, so the maiden edition was organized in 2015 with the winners announced in 2016. That was comprising 32 African countries. The second one, which was held in 2019, was organized globally with across 55 countries. And the third edition, 2021-2022, was also in Africa, across 33 African countries. And it's part of our contribution to the society or the country in which we ply our business, I would say, as part of our corporate social responsibility to churn out young entrepreneurs who have solutions for socioeconomic and I'll say ecological challenges we have in the country.
This is not limited to petroleum.
Oh, no, definitely not.
Okay. All right. And the 100 businesses, are they all from Ghana? Or again, this is continental.
Okay, so the website is currently open at startup.totalenergies.com, and we are receiving applications. It was open from April 30. It closes June 18th, and right now we have almost 500 applications that have been submitted. And it's out of whatever number we get by the close of the application receipt that we're going to select 100. And out of the 100, we would still select 15 out of it who would pitch their project at a pitch event sometime in September this year.
So while we're still here, let's talk about the criteria for selection. Take us through that process.
Okay, so there are 4 criteria for assessment of the projects that we will receive. It should have a sustainable element. If we talk of sustainability, we're looking at the 17 Sustainable Development Goals ratified by the United Nations, which is basically looking at improved lifestyle, improved ecology, education for all. These are the areas that we are hoping that whatever project is presented and these elements will present in it. And then also it should be innovative. It should have an innovative element, not necessarily something novel, something new, but something that, is different from what, we currently have on the job market or entrepreneurial front. It should also have a feasibility element. Is it something you can develop within the shortest possible time? And it should have a gender equality element, or have a character of women empowerment as well. That's also important because we know the importance of women to families and society.
Yeah. Let me come to you, Nanama. What kind of support or resources will be provided to the participants and I guess the winners as well?
Okay, so so prior to the pitching day, there's a day that is set aside to train the shortlisted applicants on presentation skills, i.e., how to put their project in the presentation form, as well as the delivery. On the day, there's a celebration day. There are going to be 3 winners, and each of the winners is going to get 90,000, a monetary award of 90,000 Ghana cedis each. Yes, and they stand to benefit from a media communication campaign where their project will enjoy visibility. And all this will be funded by Total Energies. There's also a coaching session for the winners. That's a 3-month coaching session from industry experts on entrepreneurship for the winners. Again, the winners stand to compete at the grand level, where there are winners from over 32 African countries, all competing for the best project in terms of sustainable development and affordable energy.
So all these that you've outlined, it will go to all 100 winners?
No, actually the very top 3. Okay. So like Anita said, it's stoned down to around 17. It's 17 that would have the pitch.
Okay.
And then amongst them, we would pick the top 3.
Okay, so
and each of these top 3 would be getting there.
Let me get this right. You're looking for 100. That's the initial number.
Actually, yes, so we're looking for 100, I'll say, across the 32 African countries.
Okay.
Yes, with 4 of them going to compete under the sustainable and affordable energy. So that's 96 across the 32 African countries. That's each affiliate having, or each country having 3 winners plus 4 grand winners who will be meeting. All 100 of them will be meeting somewhere in Africa. It's an occasion yet to be announced. And so we are saying that be competitive to be selected locally, and also position yourself to also be a grand winner. So the possibility to have 4 winners from Ghana is there.
Oh, because I was going to say it means that we'll have 3 winners from Ghana. But
yeah, the possibility of having 4 winners is there.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Yeah. So why don't you also tell me about the previous success stories? Because this is the 4th edition, which means we've had previous winners.
Yes.
Have we had any winners from Ghana?
Oh, definitely. We've had 9 winners so far. If I look at the 3 editions we've had so far. So for last year, the 3 winners were made up of Matthias Charles Yabe. He's a CEO of Aquafresh. Aquafresh is a cold storage facility located in Akomadan in the Ashanti region. And the idea was to cut down post-harvest losses that the tomato farmers in Akomadan were mostly facing. But the cold storage is to help all other producers of all other agri products as well in the area.
Excellent.
And the best female entrepreneur was Anna Poka Adazabra. She is the CEO of Farmu, and it's a greenhouse business. So she's able to help people who want to do greenhouse farming anywhere across the country. The third was Adriana Apj Insianimo. She's the CEO of Recoplast, and Recoplast was collecting plastic waste from water bodies and using it to produce pavement bricks.
Wow.
Definitely.
So how are they doing?
They're doing great. These are projects we have monitored from the time they were selected as winners until now. We've been visiting their sites. They've employed people. They are contributing their quota greatly. And we're also supporting all the way.
Maybe I can quickly add that just late last year, we visited Akomadan just to see how his tomato business was going, storage.
Yeah, right.
And when you speak to the people in the community, excellent. They were very happy. We visited Kumasi, where this young lady was picking, plastic waste is a problem in the country. And they were, so Total is committed. In fact, we even supporting them by getting them, creating a place at our service stations where they collect the plastic waste, and they can come because they need the raw material. So we are even going that extent to support them. And they are doing very well.
Okay, I like that initiative. So a place where people can even drop, plastics.
Yes.
Just,
yes.
for them.
So we have
because
designated, that's their raw material.
Right.
And whilst they do that, they remove all this plastic in the environment.
Great.
It's going well.
So Nanama, how can one register? Somebody's listening, they're interested, they like this initiative, they like the examples you've cited. How can they register?
Right. So there's a dedicated platform to receiving all these applications. You go to your browser, you type in the startuper.totalenergies.com, and startuper is spelled startupper.totalenergies.com. Once you're on the page, you create an account for yourself, and then you have an opportunity to fill in your project details. Now, for the project details, you have an opportunity to register a project or a startup business that is less than 3 years.
Okay.
That is one. Or an innovative idea which is in response to a community challenge or a social problem, and then it should be able you should be able to develop that project within 6 months after being crowned the winner. So yes, the site is open to receiving applications, and we have up until 18th of June. It's a Tuesday, 18th of June, to submit your applications. The time will be 11:59 p.m. Yes.
A minute to midnight.
Exactly.
Okay.
11:59 p.m. to submit your application.
All right. Listen, if you just join us, we're talking to our friends from Total Energies. They've got a startup of the year challenge. Really, really exciting. If you're a young business under 3 years, this is something for you. I've got to ask you, though, Richard, Deborah, as we bring this conversation to a close, if you've got any final words you want to share with our listeners.
Thank you, Mama V. And once again, we appreciate being here. And most importantly, we appreciate, once again, your cherished and discerning listeners, wherever they are this morning. And we are saying Total Energies is here for the long haul. And we know how the system is. This startup
You've been
project.
around for 100 years, so...
Yes, we've been globally for 100 years. In the country, we are over 60 years. So we are really in for the long haul to support the Ghanaian economy, whatever we could do. So Startup is actually meant to ensure that the young ones, and we have young, innovative entrepreneurs, guys who are innovative, who want to do something, who are thinking of something. They are in the universities, they are at home. Get on board, register, ensure that at least when you start the process, you end it. It's really important. And, well, you know, Total is going to give you some 90,000 Ghana cedis to push your business. Yes,
of money.
To push your business.
Yeah.
And so we are in, and we encourage everybody to be on board.
Well, we thank you so much for being here.
We want to thank you, Mama V, and the team also for having us.
Right. So you just heard there Richard Deborah, and he's the project lead for the Startup of the Year Challenge. You also heard from Anita Boache, who's a deputy project manager, and of course Nana Ama Arthur, the talent developer. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you so
Happy
much.
anniversary as well.
Yeah.
I think the next time we're coming to Total House.
You know, when you call Total, you know where to turn.
My producer, Sammy Odami, says this week.
Sammy, thanks for having us. You know.
So thank you
Thanks,
so
Madam.
much. Our greetings to the rest of the team.
Thank you.
Back at Total House. Thank you so much for being on the show. And we're celebrating 100 years of the existence of Total Energies worldwide, really. They're about 60-something in Ghana, as old as Ghana.
Yes.
All right, stay with us. This is the Super Morning Show.
with exciting discounts as well. Rush now. Terms and conditions apply. For further information, call 050-315-9739. Electroland Ghana Limited, home of luxury and affordable appliances.
For 15 years, Quick Credit has been your trusted partner in micro-lending, empowering lives and making dreams a reality. Today, we're excited to announce a new age. Quick Credit is now Bills Microcredit. Still committed to serving Ghanaians and changing lives, Bills is here to show you that everything is possible. Join us as we embrace a brighter future. Bills, financing your needs.
Hello, Ghana. Are you tired of the same old political rhetoric? Do you believe it is time for a change that truly represents the voices of our youth, women, and children? I present to you Nana Kwame Bediako. He is a visionary leader with a passion for making our country better through innovative industrial revolution. Together, we can change the political narrative and create a government that truly represents the interest of all citizens. Join this journey to build a better and inclusive future for all by contributing to our Save Ghana Fund campaign. Your support, no matter the amount, is not just a donation. It is an investment in the shared desire for a more prosperous, equitable, and better nation. To donate, visit www.nkb.com.gh or dial *887 *2024 #. Thank you for your support.
EMY Africa presents the EMY Africa Expo 2024 from the 14th to the 16th of June at the Accra International Conference Center. An exciting 3-day premium expo showcasing businesses, products, and services together with integrated consumer experiences and entertainment options. Prepare to encounter a weekend-long extravaganza that caters to every desire and necessity of the modern person, from sports to food, beverages to travel, automobiles to arts and culture, health to fashion, and everything in between. Booths are available for prospect vendors to showcase and sell their products and services. Take advantage of the ample opportunities for networking and business expansion. Visit emyafrica.com to register and secure your booth now. Call 020-201-8870. Email sales@emyafrica.com. The EMY Africa Expo, a premium marketplace.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7 FM. Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7
99.7 FM, and very soon we'll be getting back to this all-important conversation about the sale of 60% shares by SSNIT in its hotels. That's Labadi Beach Hotel, La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, Ridge Royal Hotel, and Elmina Beach Resort. We'll get all the details that you've been asking questions. You've asked, for instance, how much did SSNIT sell these hotels, as in the 60% shares in these hotels? I've told you that we're finding out more, and we have the details. So $61 million for 60% in all the 4 hotels. I'll tell you more about that. Just stay with us here on the Super Morning Show. I also would share with you, for instance, the amount that is expected to be invested in these hotels over the next 12-24 months. But first, the Chamber of Aquaculture Ghana and its partners cordially invite all stakeholders in the aquaculture sector, prospective farmers, aquaculture business, and the general public to Aquaculture Ghana 2024 event from the 30th to the 31st of May 2024 at the World Trade Center, Accra. This largest aquaculture event in Ghana is under the auspices of the Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture Development, Fisheries Commission, and the Association of Ghana Industries. There will be fresh tilapia sales, sampling of tilapia and catfish meals at discount prices, along with a photo competition during the exhibition. Entry to the conference and exhibition, which will take place between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. in each of the 2 days, is free. This event is sponsored by Ranan Fish Feed, Grand Aqua for Fish Feed, Cycle Farms, Wish, Verbac, Tropo Farms Limited, and Gessel. For more information about tickets for the awards and dinner, call 0504-130-255 or send an email to awards@aquacultureghana.com. Aquaculture Ghana 2024. Stakeholder collaboration, a key to building a resilient aquaculture industry. Now, do you need to hit the road in style? Look no further, because whether it's for a weekend getaway, business trip, or just cruising around town, we've got the perfect wheels for you at Avis Rent a Car Ghana. At Avis, we pride ourselves with making your experience seamless from start to finish. We have a wide range of vehicles to choose from, including sleek sedans, spacious SUVs, buses, pickups, and power pickup trucks. We offer you the perfect ride for any occasion. Plus, with our competitive rates and flexible rental options, you can enjoy the freedom of open road without breaking the bank. Contact Avis Rent a Car on 0302 761 752 or 0302 761 751. Email rentacar@avisghana.com. Avis, plan on us. Stay with us. When we return after these messages, we get into the conversation. You've asked all the questions, we get the answers for you.
The Ghana Chamber of Mines with Events and Projects International and DMG of South Africa present the West African Mining and Power Conference and Exhibition WAMPEX from 5th to the 7th of June 2024 at the Grand Arena and the Accra International Conference Center. The theme for our 17th edition is the Mining and Power Hub, driving sustainability investment opportunities in West Africa. Join us to network with over 100 exhibitors and 2,500 attendees on a variety of innovative mining and power solutions from around the world. Headline sponsor Mark Partners Group. Main sponsors Newmont, Anglo Gold Ashanti, B5 Plus, Cummings. Financial partners Stanbic. Other sponsors include Rand Refinery, FL Smith, Atlantic Lithium, Protea Coin Ghana, and Bank Hospital. To register, sponsor, and advertise, visit wampok.org or check out our social media platforms. #Wampok WAMPEX24.
Hello, Ghana. It's time to take action and shape the future of our nation.
That's right. The Limited Voter Register exercise is here, running from May 7 to May 27, 2024, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day.
If you're 18 and above or missed registering previously, head over to your nearest district office of the Electoral Commission. Attempting to register more than once is criminal, and persons found guilty will face the law.
And remember, don't forget to bring your identification with you. If you don't have an ID, don't worry.
That's correct. You can still register by bringing 2 registered voters who can vouch for you.
Let's join hands and ensure no one is left out. Every vote matters.
Make sure to mark your calendars and register to vote for the December 7th, 2024 elections.
Let's make a difference together.
Show time. Good life time. Paddy, how is your good life?
Hey, before you attack that sumptuous variety of foods with Toto, do yourself a favor.
Wash your hands with soap under running water, your bowl before you eat, and at all other critical moments. That is,
before you cook, after you visit the toilet, change your baby's diaper,
and when you return home from anywhere.
Let's all come aboard Good Life by washing our hands with soap under running water and at all other critical moments to keep the germs away from our family. Good Life, live it well. It's an everyday thing. Good Life from Ghana Health Service and partners with support from USAID.
Is lights, camera, music. The stage is set, the stars are ready, and Ghana's biggest night is here! The 25th Telisol Ghana Music Awards Night happening live on Saturday, 1st June at the Grand Arena from 7 p.m. Be part of the extravaganza of rhythm, sheer talent, and high fashion, plus all the drama of who wins what! 170 nominees, 30 awards, plus 18 superstars, all performing live. You can't miss this. Book your tickets now, starting from 500 Ghana cedis on *713*33*25# or call our hotline on 0501 288520. The 25th Telisol Ghana Music Awards, powered by Chatterhouse, supported by Guinness, Captain Morgan, Close Up, British Council, TV3, Joy FM, and sponsored by Telecel, connecting energies.
It's a summer celebration. Our music is.
Introducing Lily Sunflower Oil, enriched with vitamin A and available in convenient sizes. Go to the nearest supermarket or neighborhood shop today to buy your half liter, 1 liter, 1.8 liter, 3 liter, and 5 liters of Lily Sunflower Oil. Lily Sunflower Oil, the chef's choice. Lily, tasty food, happy family.
This advert is FDA approved.
December is just around the corner and our nation stands at a crossroads. Will we continue down the same path or will we forge a new one together? The choice is ours, but we need every voice to be heard. That is why the New Force is investing time and resources to educate and encourage everyone about the voters ID card registration. To all of you out there unsure if your vote matters, your voice matters. Your vote is your power and your opportunity to shape the future of our motherland. Don't let others decide for you. Don't stay silent. Get up, get out there, and get your voter's ID card today. Make sure you are ready to make a difference when the time comes. Don't delay. Act now. From the 7th to the 27th of May, and on the 30th of May, you can replace all missing ID cards. Every vote counts. Your vote, your destiny. A message from Nana Kwame Bediako and the New Force.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Champon has not complied with. My checks at the committee and at the Speaker's office, he has not been granted a certificate from the Speaker to engage in this business transaction. He remains the sole beneficial owner of Rock City and stands to directly benefit from these transactions.
I am a non-executive director of Rock City, but if you are registering as Registrar General, they don't give you this qualification, register as you just have to bring 2 directors, and so definitely I am one of the directors. But in terms of the functional role of the management of Rock City, I am not a part of it. I am a non-executive director. I don't take any salary. I don't take any emolument.
Had Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa and Brian Champon there. Let's have this conversation. I've told you about how, Rock City is acquiring 60% stake in these 4 hotels for some $61 million and is expected to invest some $96 million in it. Well, you've asked a lot of questions. You've talked about the deal. You've even asked questions about SSNIT itself and how it conducts its business. This morning, we're joined by a man who knows pensions, he knows insurance, he knows investment. Dr. Daniel Sedo is a former CEO of the National Pensions Regulatory Authority. He joins us via Zoom. Dr. Sedo, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Weston. Good morning to our listeners and viewers.
Great. So I know you've been following, all these conversations about the sale of 60% of SSNIT shares in these hotels. What really are the issues for you?
Well, we need to put all of the discussion in context, and let's remind ourselves that SSNIT is a social scheme which is not fully funded. So you get more than what you put in, and because it's a social scheme, it must be managed for the benefit of what I would describe as the least of my brothers. So if you don't take the social aspect into consideration and you do things anyhow, what you will see is that at the end of the day, you'll be struggling to meet your commitment. And it should not be lost on us so soon that we recently discussed the ILO actuarial report on SSNIT. So now you are seeing the issues that contributed to the kind of report we got from the actuarial evaluation. And I thought this is a time we should be working hard to correct the situation rather than aggravating it. Now, SSNIT is pensions, and pensions are supposed to have a long-term view. Sure. Pension investment should reflect appreciation in assets, because the biggest enemy of pension is inflation. So you must do things that gives you returns higher than inflation to be able to meet your obligations.
Okay.
But if you invest in, let's say, long-term asset, the hotels as we are being told, then you go ahead subsequently to sell it or give control to somebody else, and you are not getting the returns that you require, you are defeating the purpose for which the fund has been set up. I recall as a young person, SSNIT selling Social Security Bank.
Sure.
I had a working relationship with Social Security Bank at that time, so I understood the bank very well. The bank was very profitable, but it was sold. And I had difficulty understanding that, because if you invested in a long-term asset and then you go ahead and dispose of it, where do you expect to invest to get the returns? Today, somebody else is managing what we used to call the Social Security Bank. It's the one they call SG.
Yeah.
Is SG profitable? Yes, it is.
It is.
So why do we dispose of the profitable assets and start struggling and start looking for other people's money to help us meet our obligation? So those are the fundamental issues. But what I keep saying is, what is hitting us, what is signaling us, is that if we intend to develop pensions, which is what we are doing, we did reform 10 years ago, which we need to look at again, what we need to be doing is to be paying attention to our capital market.
Okay.
The situation where we have when we contribute money, that is, we take money from people by law, that is contribution to social security, and then in turn give it to government in the name of bonds, treasury bills, and then do some of these other transactions. It doesn't serve the purpose of pension. We need to develop a capital market which is well regulated, that it enables SSNIT and other pension schemes to invest in capital market, where transactions are done above board. Then everybody could relate to it, and we get a growth we are looking for. The country is looking for long-term investment. The long-term investment channel is the pensions. But if you pay attention clearly with the domestic debt exchange issue that happened, a significant amount of money from the pension schemes were locked up in domestic debt. And we can't develop a country thinking along these lines. As we progress, I will talk about the governance issues, which is also affecting the way the scheme is being managed. Because you have this thing of representation. They take the board of SSNIT. There are about 4 people representing the workers' union.
Yes.
Now, what happened in the boardroom that they could not stop this transaction, but it went beyond them and is in the public domain.
Okay. Now, let's...
Should we... Okay.
Yes, go ahead. Just land.
Should we still be talking about representation or be talking about people with a required skill set in our boardrooms that can speak truth to power and insist that the right thing is done, that we can have pension scheme that can serve all of us? Remember, it is a social scheme. All of us will get there one day, and we would need the support from a social scheme.
Okay. Now, you've talked about, what SSNIT is all about, what pensions are all about, and you've cited the example of SSB, for instance, Social Security Bank, now SG Bank. Let's look at the example of hotels. You've talked about the bank was making profit, but then had to go. Let's look at the hotels now. You have a lot of, knowledge within this investment industry. What do you make of SSNIT's decision to sell 60% stake in these hotels? Justified?
Look, if I listen to the conversation very well, they talk about efficiency. They talk about control. Very fundamental. You can sell 60% and still have control. That will be very difficult for you. Now, if really it's money that you are looking for, where would you look for the money? Rather than you yourself, which is a pension fund that every month people are still contributing. You are claiming that you are looking for money from somewhere. Now, what we're saying is, do we have the competencies in SSNIT to manage our assets? That is our contributions. Because if Labadi Beach is under contract and is being managed and is being profitable, probably what SSNIT could do is say, look, guys in Labadi Beach, can we make these other hotels available to you to make it profitable and pay us higher dividend? That is a very simple thing to do. But take it that, okay, truly they needed money to expand, which they don't have. Why wouldn't they look for well-established hotels, people who have that skill set? Say, guys, can you bring money and then help manage this and structure the arrangement such that if they make money, there's a formula to share. If you don't make money, there's nothing for you. So SSNIT is struggling to come up with the requisite skill sets to be able to manage its own assets. You see, the difficulty of managing these assets is what is reflecting in the actuarial report. And it's not that people are not contributing enough. So I think the approach they are adopting is not the best. And it's not in the interest of the contributors.
Let me just, by way of clarification, let me get what you're trying to say. So you're saying that instead of selling shares, get a management contract where a company with proven track record, as was in the case of Labadi Beach Hotel, comes in to manage these companies. Or you can actually get a company that invests money into it And based on how much they're able to generate, there's a sharing mechanism instead of wholesale saying, come and buy 60% shares and that's the end of it.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Because the question is, if they sell 60% and receive that money, what would they use it for? Is it to pay pensioners or to generate another investment? And that investment where? These are landed properties. How many? The land is reducing in Ghana. The locations are not as prime as these very ones. So I don't see how you can sell 60%, raise money, and say you are going to invest it elsewhere. In what? Treasury bills? I think that we need a second look at this whole transaction to make it profitable and beneficial for contributors.
And in having a second look at the transaction, are you suggesting we stop it now and start the process all over again?
We should look at the bigger issue of reforming SSNIT. That's the truth of the matter. The bigger issue. Because people sit in there and make decisions. And if the decisions cannot be right, then we need to look at the bigger issue. The reform is critical so that it can serve the purpose of a social scheme. This transaction wouldn't help pensioners, wouldn't help contributors. These properties, the values would appreciate going to the future. You don't sell something that would appreciate. You don't sell, really, if there's hotel business, why would you sell? If there's a business that you can run and make profit, why would you be eager to sell? So that what? I thought at the end of the day, you are looking for appreciation. Properties do appreciate.
Yeah.
If the hotel is managed properly, you will get the interest or dividend that you are looking for. Why would you be in a hurry to sell? And in any case, you are running a pension scheme. End of month, you are required to pay your pension contribution, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the cash flow is there. So why the rush? What is chasing somebody? Is there a lot more we don't know? Is it that there are difficulties with cash flow? That is why we are selling 60% to raise money to discharge our current liabilities? For me, those are the questions we should be asking. What is it? What is it that is eating us up that we are in a hurry to sell 60%?
Now, the cash flow questions that you ask, I mean, these are the 60% we're talking about. It's going to be, I mean, it's going to be sold for some $61 million. That's what we are learning. $61 million translates today into some, just about 1 billion Ghana cedis thereabout, less than that even. Now, SSNIT says it pays between 430 to 450 million cedis monthly as this thing to pensioners. The last time they addressed the press, they said they don't have cash flow issues. So if they don't have cash flow issues, why the hurry in selling off these assets?
But that's exactly the question I'm asking. If really, genuinely, they don't have cash flow issues, then they should take their time. They should look for people with skill sets that can help turn those assets into earning assets, make the money, and have funds to pay pensioners.
You've also talked about the bigger picture being the governance structure and even a reform of SSNIT taking into consideration their investments. Tell us more about that.
Again, I said it's a social scheme. Technically, it's called defined benefit. Now, you see that we've done many things to SSNIT. Now, SSNIT is getting 11% of your contribution out of the 18.5.
Yeah.
With half of some money to National Health Insurance. So we put SSNIT in a weaker position. The liabilities that SSNIT is supposed to discharge, that is the payment to pensioners, has not changed. So what we need to do is look for competent people, look for brains to sit and manage the inflows that come and the existing assets. Now, the best way you do that is to build a governance structure that helps the scheme to function. What do I mean by this governance structure? Now you put people who understand the issues in place to manage. Now you put SSNIT also in a position that you ring-fence the assets, that is the contributions that are coming. You ring-fence it and then prescribe investments that are relevant, that can give you growth. So when you put money in those things, it would appreciate, hopefully above inflation. Then also what we need to do in terms of governance is to say, would we allow SSNIT to touch the contributions to meet a recurrent expenditure? Or we want to say, for instance, let's use returns, a certain percentage of returns on investment as the money that SSNIT can now use to manage its day-to-day activity. We could also push further and say, look, let's develop SSNIT as a collection mechanism. Just use it to collect the contributions. But the investment of what is received, we entrust it into a certain group of people who have the competencies to manage those things and give us the return. And it's in that management, that is how come I'm referring to the development of capital market. If you get it right, you are good. Now, look at the composition of the SSNIT board. Do we still need to get it in that form? Do we still? I wouldn't want to mention any group.
Tell me, do we still need to maintain the form that we have?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Which shouldn't we look at it again? That
how do we look at it again? How do we look at it?
It's quite interesting that when people get into very old age and they are tired, we're asking them to come and do a strenuous job like being on the board of SSNIT. It's a very controversial issue, but we need to interrogate it because you need the energy to sit on a board like SSNIT. You talk about who are the contributors, not in terms of numbers of contributors, but in terms of value. Who are the contributors of the real value? Are they adequately represented? Who are the independent people on the board who can speak truth to power? Who are they? And are they speaking? And are they being listened to? Yes. I'm saying we just need to take a closer look at the board and say, can we recompose it, looking at the act that established the board? I do not believe that this representation system we do is serving us well. Probably we're using the representation system to reward people rather than ask them to serve on board.
I mean, let me just say for purpose of education also. So the law says a chairperson, 2 persons are nominated by the president, one of whom is a woman, 2 representatives of the Ghana Employers Association, 4 representatives of organized labor, 1 representative of the National Pensioners Association, 1 representative of the ministry responsible for finance, not below the rank of a director, 1 representative of security services who is not a member of the Ghana Armed Forces, the Director General of the Trust, and the Company Secretary. Today, if you look at SSNIT, Chairperson Madam Elizabeth Ohene, other members, Dr. Emmanuel Edusa Akwadie, Rep. Ghana Employers Association, Mr. Johnson Anu Amagashi, Rep. Organized Labor, Mr. Joshua Ansan, Rep. Organized Labor, Dr. Evans Jikum, Rep. Organized Labor, Miss Ivy Naso, Rep. Organized Labor, Mr. Benjamin Odote Asumang, Rep. SSNIT Pensioners Association, Peter Osedia, President's nominee, Gloria Irene Amaki Paida, who is President's nominee, Abnose Asari, Rep. Finance Ministry, Kofi Bosumpimo Safomafo, Director General, Gifty Annan, Company Secretary. These are the directors of SSNIT, Board of Directors. But you say we probably may have to take a second look at it. There are 4 members representing organized labor, 2 representing the Employers Association, 1 representing Pensioners Association. If you add these numbers, you get 7. That gives them the majority on the board. So if they're really against the sale of shares, for instance, Dr. Sedo, They could have raised it instead of waiting and coming out later, isn't it?
Yes, but you need to understand, sorry, you need to understand what happens in the boardroom. If you don't have the energy for the boardroom, you go and everything they say, you support it. You raise your hand to vote in support of it. That is why I'm saying, even as we pick people to serve on boards, let's pick people who have the time and then the capacity to read board documents, do their own research, and be able to make the relevant contribution in the boardroom.
Okay.
Now, if the effectiveness of the board is what we are seeing in this sale and other things we are discussing. Now, if they are getting it right, it will be a smooth transaction. It won't leak out. But what is leaking out is a reflection that, look, it's not going well in the boardroom. I don't sit in their boardroom, but that will be my deduction. If I represent a certain constituency and I do not support the transaction in the boardroom, I should go back to my constituents and say, this is what happened. So you mobilize support from them. But it's quite strange that we have 4 people representing workers, but they couldn't stop it. Whatever might have happened in the boardroom, they couldn't stop it. It's out there. The people they are representing says, we don't want this transaction. That doesn't speak well of us in terms of governance. I mean, people must stand for values and what they believe in, and in that boardroom even state their position. I have not seen the board minutes. I would love to see it where people, let's say the 4 people from Labour, are saying that, look, we disagreed, but we overruled, we're outvoted. Or somebody says, I won't mind you. Those are the conversations or the interrogation we need to carry out. And that is what should inform us subsequently to pick people who should be on the board of institutions. Listen, we see a certain trend, a phenomenon where we appoint people on board, and these same people are on too many boards, very busy, they have little time to read board documents, they don't make any meaningful contributions in boardrooms. And these are issues we need to engage in. There is nobody who is a super being, has more than 24 hours in a day to be on many boards, very active people being dragged here and there. Why would we do that to ourselves? Even if we're appointing people to board, shouldn't we check whether they have the competencies, whether they have the time, or whether they have the ability to read board papers and ask the critical questions? That is what we should be talking about. And even if we still insist that we should use the representation, we need to find a mechanism where periodically these board members go back to their constituents and discuss what is happening in the organization and get their support going forward.
Dr. Sado, thank you very much. But before we wrap it all up, just a bit about the investment of SSNIT. Earlier, you raised questions about it briefly. What is it about the investment? I mean, beyond the fact that you don't have a capital market here, what's it about the investment of SSNIT that is actually impeding the growth of the institution?
Look, we are getting the investments wrong. I've said the enemy of pension is inflation. And I've said pension funds needs to appreciate to serve their purpose. I'll give you one little example. The one making the rounds. Carl Bank. SSNIT is probably about 1/3% shareholder. That is the significant shareholder. Carl Bank is raising money, 600 million. It means SSNIT would have to look for, let's say, 200 million to put in. I'm asking myself, where would they get it from? What happened before Carl Bank became a bank with a negative network position? What happened? Do we have SSNIT representation on the board of Carl Bank? The answer is yes. So what happened in the boardroom? The point I'm making is that if we make the investment, we need to follow it with good people who can ensure that these investments are being managed properly.
Okay.
Yes, that they stand for value, they stand for principles, because the thing belongs to all of us. If we make the wrong decision, look, the person who is being compelled to contribute pension by law, and for which if you don't contribute, you are taken to court, you are sent to prison, that person needs to be protected by the people who are representing them on the various boards. Again, look, it will be good to review SSNIT investment and make an informed decision about the way forward. I do not believe that it is about ringing that bell and say, come and take it, come and take it. There should be a better way of looking at these things.
Great. Dr. Daniel Sedo, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're very, very grateful to you.
You're welcome.
And that's Dr. Daniel Sedo, who's an insurance expert. He was formerly the CEO of the National Pensions Regulatory Authority. He's an investment analyst himself, sharing his thoughts, talking about the fact that, look, if you have an entity that is making profit, would you want to sell? If you want to, probably expand, have you considered management contracts, for instance? Have you considered getting people to invest and even having a sharing mechanism? Why would you want to sell your well-performing assets? This is the Super Morning Show. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more after these messages.
Team promoting made in Ghana goods and services for economic prosperity. The exhibitors include Ghanaian businesses, startups, and foreign companies in Ghana undertaking value addition and embassies in Ghana.
Venue, Accra International Conference Center, 23rd to 25th May 2024, 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. each day.
The bazaar is to promote made in Ghana products using the network of Ghana's embassies abroad and foreign embassies in Ghana. There will be live performances of authentic Ghanaian music, playground for children, traditional games, and sale of your favorite Ghanaian dishes by local vendors. Attendance is free.
Sponsors: National Petroleum Authority,
XCMG Ghana,
Ghana Exim Bank,
GCB Bank PLC,
Ghana Gas,
Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority,
Ghana Tourism Authority,
Ghana Export Promotion Authority,
XP Agency,
Ghana Free Zones Authority,
Ghana Standards Authority,
Ghana Shippers Authority, Media Partner GBC,
and the Multimedia Group.
Registration is ongoing for exhibitors at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration.
Call 0538 062 264 or
0209 249 932 for further details. The third Made in Ghana Bazaar.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts as Adansi Travels and Joy FM are about to take you on an adventure of a lifetime. Imagine yourself soaring high with your favorite drive time program in the heart of South Africa. Starting from the 3rd of June, join me, Lexus Bill, and the Drive Time team as we dive into the soul of South Africa. Starting at an exclusive promo rate of $1,390, you get to choose your adventure. Whether it's the urban pulse of Joburg or the thrilling Sun City, we've got you covered. But wait, there's more. Be part of history and join us at the Legends and Legacy Ball at the Santin Convention Center, celebrating the iconic Yvonne Chaka Chaka. Call Adansi Travels now on 0595 500 817 or visit www.adansitravels.com to secure your spot. Remember, it's more than a journey. It's an experience that will stay with you forever.
From the producers of The Gods Are Not to Blame comes another theatrical. Professor Martin Owusu dive deep into the heart of Ghanaian theater as Image Bureau, in partnership with April Communications and the National Theater, presents The Legend of Akusika.
That orphan who killed her mother and destroyed her own father.
Live at the National Theater on June 1st, 2nd, 8th, and 9th at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day. Tickets selling now at 200 cities only at imagebureaugh.com or dial *714*11*21#. The Legend of Akusika, supported by the Ghana Tourism Authority, Knee Plans, Car Rentals, MGL Logistics, IPMC, Joy FM, and proudly brought to you by Stanbic Bank and the National Lottery Authority. The Legend of Akusika.
When we're going to be talking about the Joy News Impact Makers Award. The fact that, people are engaging extraordinary things in their communities. Now, people that actually spend their time serving community, these are people who are not being paid for these services. They just decided to do them. Well, unknown to them, people are watching and they want them to be celebrated. Now, the story of, and I'll be sharing with you the finalists. Every day you'd hear, the story of one of the finalists. But today's one, Eunice Asiedua Ejapong. Now, she's a young teacher who was initially posted to a non-existent school. Listen to this carefully. The school is non-existent, okay, in the eastern region. And so just imagine going to check your posting and you tell your friends, I've been posted to Noka community. There's supposed to be a school there, but there is no school there. You're actually going to be mocked. But despite the fact that she was mocked, she was undeterred and decided to do something. She remained resolute in her determination to make a positive impact in the lives of children in the Noka community. And so with the support of the local community, she took the initiative to establish the school. Initially starting with just 7 pupils in a church building which was generously provided by a local pastor. This young teacher, sent to a community without a school, but instead of complaining and seeking reposting, saw herself as the one to establish the school. So decided to establish the school in a church with 7 pupils. Now, through her unwavering dedication, perseverance, and hard work, what was once a non-existent school has now transformed into a fully operational educational institution within the church premises. In just 6 months, the school's enrollment, listen to this carefully, has grown to 125 pupils and now boasts 9 trained teachers. So the Noka MA Basic School, under Eunice Asiedua Japan's leadership, offers education from kindergarten to basic 6. And this is a testament of her tireless perseverance, dedication, and love for the community she serves. Certainly, this is the kind of person to award. Okay, this person didn't go to an institution and say, I didn't go to a community and say, well, there's no school here. Why did they post me here? I'm seeking reposting. In fact, for some of us, even those, when we go to areas where they have schools, we say the communities are not the best of communities. They are deprived communities. So we cannot serve in those deprived communities. Eunice Asiedua Ejapong didn't say the community was deprived. Didn't say because the community didn't have a school, she's not going to stay. But she decided that she is going to help build that school. And this is the sort of leaders the country needs. A leader who doesn't run away from responsibility, but says, I am going to be part of the solution. I can leave this community, but maybe this is my call. I am the one to transform the community. For these persons, we celebrate them. Okay, these are the kind of people we celebrate. And this is what the Joy News Impact Makers Award is all about. This is the one that deserves the millions of Ghana cedis. Because this person, if she gets any money, would actually give it back to the community. She won't spend it on frivolous things, like we have seen in this country. Well, there are more. We'll be sharing them with you. But what it also means is that do not leave it to just, the companies like the MacDan Foundation, First National Bank, and others who are supporting us. You should be part of the support too. Because you can encourage people to do more in their communities. You can encourage Eunice Asiedua Japan to do more. You can encourage her to go back to her community and invest more in now, expanding the school from primary 6 to JHS. Okay? And even thinking about making it AB, so that more people can go to school. You can support her so that others will see these and also be encouraged to make an impact wherever they find themselves. Well, stay with us. We'll be right back.
Clearly, if anybody asks you who I am, just stand up tall, look them in the face and say, I'm that star up in the sky, I'm that mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it. I'm the world's greatest, and I'm that little bit of hope. When my back's against the ropes, I can feel it. I'm the world's greatest. The world's greatest, the world's greatest ever. I am a giant.
Think about it. You can either go out to watch one game at your local and pay for the bumpy, stuffy ride there. Then the food. Then the drinks with a 12,000% markup. And a new team jersey cause some drunk spilled red wine all over you. Or you can pay once right on your phone and watch 42 live Premier League games over a whole month. For unbeatable value for money entertainment, there's only one way to go. Go TV. Love it.
Let me tell you about My King. Always looking out for the family and making sure we have the protection we need.
Mine has been caring for our family from generation to generation.
Let me tell you, mine makes sure I smile always.
Mine makes sure we save money.
Abba, these women are at it again. Is it your husband you are speaking so highly of?
Oh no, we are talking about the new Pepsodent 200 grams.
It's the Pepsodent Kokroko promo. This is the Pepsodent 175 grams you have always loved. Now with an additional 25 grams free for cavity protection and 10 times stronger teeth for your entire family. Grab yours now. This advert is FDA approved.
GH!
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town. It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Ọmọ yìí kò kakú, ó fẹ́ lówó bí Dangote, kò ní láti jagun.
Coffee in your cup, enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Ọmọ nù wò lè wákú, àbútí gbé bákú, no dey form say you jaju, try to dey kaku. I dey celeste handles my situation, all my pains and my troubles. Steady lighting my candle, chop more privilege, part of the struggle. Sunshine on everything you do. Sunshine on everything. Kilo ball, look at it, happiness on the way. Oh my God, light up my fire, look it. Mr. Money, I'm a low fashion babe, low key, honey. Love me for their sake, oh please. Right now I'm smoking, oh babe. The look in your eyes makes me feel cold in my heart. I cannot lose you, man. Oh please, I give my love. Talking to you on my mind. Can't deny I'm in love, my heart is searching. Please don't tell me I know you wanna look in my eyes and show me where. Think that I am bad. You don't want me, I'm not okay. Bad boy, want to know. Please give me your attention. You don't want me, I'm not okay. Bad boy, want to know. Even if now we battle, carry me come, I go see raise my shoulder. I don't got time, I'm just involved, and I know what
Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Putting food on my table, I'm unstable. I know sad, I know
Morning show, and just before we go, look, I've got to say, this impact maker that we're celebrating today, Eunice Asiedua at Japan, there's something about her story. You know, they say we are all made in God's image, right? And the thing that characterizes God is that he makes something out of nothing. And that's why I really admire people who can do just that. And that's exactly what she did. Imagine being posted to a school and you get there and there's no school.
She didn't run away. She didn't ask for reposting.
And this was what, national service? Well, you know, teaching, being posted
as a teacher.
job.
Yes,
she could quite easily have coasted and been paid for no work for as long as she wants, but she decided to make a difference to the children in that community. Started small and little by little turned nothing into something substantial that would change the futures of numerous children. I mean, there is nothing but admiration for such a person.
And that's why all of us must support the Joy News Impact Makers Award. I mean, she deserves millions of Ghana cedis because at least we know that she's going to, help her community if she gets money and other people. But Kojo, before we continue, yesterday marked 20 years after the demise of Stephen Kreku. You talk about the NPP, but the NPP was founded in the house of this man, Stephen Kreku. And he died on the 21st of May, 2004. So 20 years ago, he passed on. He was born in 1930. He was a member of parliament for Wassa West, and he was a deputy minister under the Buzi administration, deputy minister for trade, industries, and tourism. He's the founder of ADK Consortium that we talk about all the time. ADK Consortium. Now, they were the consultants for the Kumasi International Airport. No, Prempeh, the first international airport. They were also the consultants for the Job 600. So he founded that in 1972. And today it's serving Ghana. So it's a man we must celebrate.
Yes, we remember him with reverence. He's done a great job. All right, listen, let's get to it. Now, accessing super reliable healthcare should be the topmost priority for you and your family. That's why MultiPlus, powered by MTN, is giving you just that today. For a subscription fee of just 25 cedis a month, paid on Momo, you can sign on to a health subscription plan that gets you access to unlimited in-store consultations with qualified healthcare professionals and over 160 covered medications and tests at participating pharmacies in the Ablikuma, Sakaman, Dansuman, Mamprobi, and Kaswa townships. Best part of it is that there is a dedicated nurse at the Muti Pharmacy, who can teleconference a doctor when you need it so that you can access the best consultation services. And to get this great product, all you have to do is download the Ayoba app and sign up today with your Momo account. Yeah, that's it. Sign up today with your Momo account to the Ayoba app and you're in. Take charge of your health conveniently and affordably. Sign up for Muti Plus, powered by MTN today.
So imagine enjoying the urban pulse of Joburg, the scenic beauty of Cape Town, the majestic mountains of Lesotho, or the thrilling sunset in Sun City. Well, imagine no more, because Adansi Travels and Joy FM invite you to join Lexis, Bill, and the Drive Time team as they explore South Africa this June. Exciting packages to choose from, and these are Joburg 5th to 10th June, starting at $1,390 per person. Joburg and Cape Town 6th to the 13th of June at promo rate of $1,790 per person. Joburg and Sun City from the 4th to the 11th of June at $1,690 per person. Joburg and Lesotho from the 4th to the 11th of June at $1,750 per person. And to crown it all, you have an opportunity to attend the Legends and Legacy Ball on the 8th of June at the Sunton Convention Center in Joburg, with a special performance by the iconic Yvonne Chaka Chaka and many other renowned artists. Don't let this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity slip away. Seats are filling fast. Call Adansi Travels now on 053 100 8550 or 0595 500 817 or visit adansitravels.com to secure your spot. Fuel life's beauty with Adansi Travels and enjoy FM in South Africa.
Now, after a record 13 runs of Ola Rotimi's The Gods Are Not to Blame, Image Bureau, April Communications, and the National Theatre have reconvened for another theatrical adventure. This June, dive deep into the heart of Ghanaian theatre as Na Ashoko makes her directorial debut with The Legend of Akushika in honor of the writer Professor Martin Owusu. You can book a seat now for a mind-blowing dramatic experience with some of the finest talents in the business: Maoli Semevo, Edina Matachi, Elvis Crystal, Arnold Asamoah-Bidu, and for the first time on stage, Adoma. Now I can tell you as an insider information that you know how they created such a wonderful stage technology for The Gods Are Not to Blame.
Yeah.
Charlie, if you see what they are doing for The Legend of Akushika, you go run. Never seen before on a stage in Ghana.
We will go and see the play.
Papa. That's right. Tickets are selling fast. Only 200 Ghana cedis will get you in. You can buy them from imagebureaugh.com, or you can dial *714*11*21*21#. Okay. So it's on Saturday the 1st, Sunday the 2nd, Saturday the 8th, and Sunday the 9th of June, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day at the National Theatre. It's supported by the Ghana Tourism Authority, Knee Plants Car Rentals, MGL Logistics, Joy FM, Hits FM, Joy Prime, Daily Guide, Graphic Communications Group, and it's proudly brought to you by Stanbic Bank and the National Lottery Authority. The Legend of Akushika Theatre doesn't get better than this.
And the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, together with its stakeholders, invite the general public to the third Made in Ghana Bazaar to be held at the Accra International Conference Centre from the 23rd to the 25th of May 2024. Under the theme Promoting Made in Ghana Goods and Services for Economic Prosperity. There will be live performances of authentic Ghanaian music, playground for kids, and panel discussions on the changing nature of economic diplomacy, a private sector perspective, equipping SMEs to take advantage of AFTA, projecting the creative industry for sustainable development. Admission is free. For inquiries, call 0538 062 264 or 0209 249 932. Visit the third Made in Ghana Bazaar and shop for all your authentic Ghanaian products at affordable prices. Ghana, Yawazoye.
Yawazoye indeed. So listen, go to kingdomstoreonline.com. At some point today, go check out the great stuff from Kingdom Books and Stationery. You can pay via Momo for anything you like, and you get free delivery if you're in Accra or Tema. Terms and conditions do apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
So escape to the Royal Cozy Hills Hotel, Japa, Dubai. You've seen the rest. Now time to see the best. Take a break from work. Take a break from the south. The Royal Cozy Hills Hotel, Japa, Dubai is a place to relax, rewind, and re-energize. It's away from the stress of the south. Now this is what awaits you. Unforgettable safari experience. Amazing array of wildlife, including lions, hippopotamus, zebra, ostrich, among others. And using our spacious and well-secured game tour vehicles or using our squad bikes. Water sports such as jet skiing, boat or canoe rides, various family games to keep you and your families excited every day. Get great tourist attractions in the Upper West region, including the Mushroom Rock, Slave Caves, Escape from the South, Escape to the North, Escape to Royal Cozy Hills, Japa, Dubai. For an unforgettable safari experience, please call 0501 694280 or 0248 844463 for reservations or further inquiries now.
All right. Well, listen, thank you so much for joining us today. Tomorrow is Thursday, which means we are bringing you another SMS poll. And this time around, it's controversial, it's revealing, and it's absolutely timely for us to ask the people of Ghana to answer this particular question that we're bringing you tomorrow. Don't miss it. I don't want to give it away. So you just make sure you join us tomorrow and participate in the poll, okay? Use the hashtag JoySMS and let's get talking. Until then, my name is Kojo Yankson. I'm the morning man.
Winston Amor.
Have a good one.